All right, let's get this shit started. I will do the roasting of one Howard Roseman in a couple minutes. If you did not hear the joke of the century earlier today, the Philadelphia Eagles got fleeced. The Colts didn't even need a mask and a gun. They did it the ghetto way, the nigger way. They just snatched their gold chain off the Eagles' necks. Okay? They stole Carson Wentz today for a third and a potential second round pick. Are you fucking kidding me? I will kill Howie Roseman in a few minutes. First of all, let me congratulate the beautiful, and I mean the beautiful Melody. She is making her debut tonight as we speak. I watched the first 40 minutes of it, and she's already learning from her big brother right here, Mace, how to tear people apart. And she's doing it right now. And it's amazing what you can do when you get full support. And she's getting it, baby. Okay? She is getting it tonight. Boy. Let me go over here. See if I can click on over here. What a job she's doing tonight. And good lookout by Game Changer, who is really promoting this young lady. She is going to be a star, boy. I mean, when you start roasting people like she has already, it's not even 40 minutes in for her, and she's roasting. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Wow. So, congratulations to her and her debut. I'm looking at it right now. Sweet Melody Speaks. Subscribe to that channel. If you haven't already, she already got, from I was told, she got 400 subscribers. 440 subscribers, guys, in less than an hour. Are you kidding me? Wow. Absolutely wow. Wow. Just started tonight, bro. And incredible. Absolutely incredible. So shout out to the beautiful, my baby girl. I'm big brother to her, and she's my baby girl, little sis. Great job by Melody. Manzano's here. Little Rock, you should come up, bro. But I will definitely be keeping an eye on the beautiful Melody. What a great job she's doing. 400. She'll have 1,000 subscribers by 3 shows. And I will tell you guys something. She is worth the look. She is one of the best looking young ladies I've ever come across. And of course, there's another young woman I want to say hello to, and that is the beautiful Simone Love. And Simone, if you are listening, which I don't know you are, but you should come in the chat and say good evening to your boy Mace. All right. I'm not gonna do Roseman yet. Did Nadal lose look at that. I'm looking at this right now. These are women I don't even know. Chantel Simone, Mel, Asian Sama, Shay Celeste is on the panel. Wow. Baby girl got a full panel. Well, Manzano should be up by now. I'll beam Manzano up in a minute. I'm right here, Manzano. Let me get Manzano up here first, and then I'll do what I want to do. Let me get Manzano. I'm pretty sure Manzano's ready to come up. Yep, there he is. Manzano, I was about to do something. I will talk to you in a second. Give me a second. Matter of fact, entertain the audience, Manzano. Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm going to call.
I'll be back. Manzano, just give me a second. Keep talking.
Honestly, I'm going to call out the Philadelphia Eagles for this stupid crap that they just did. I just talked to friends on Facebook who are Eagles fans, and they were they're happy for Carson Wentz leaving the franchise because he didn't want to be there in the first place. But they're upset at they're upset at the Eagles for not getting at least a first round pick for Carson. They wanted either 2 first round picks or a first and a second, not a third round pick. Do you think that's what affected them? Actually, that he actually said publicly that he wanted out. Do you think when a player said they want publicly out on like social media or in general to the media, that it affects their trade value if the team is actually trying to trade them?
Go ahead, Manzano.
What I was saying is, I don't blame Carson for wanting out, but do you think him going onto social media or to the media in general, saying that he wanted a trade, hurt his value in general? That caused. That's why.
I would have said yes to any other team, but because the Colts know him well, they got fleeced.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you that they got fleeced, but what I'm trying to say is, do you think him going to the media or going on social media saying that he wanted out and teams already knew he wanted out affected his value and stuff like that?
I don't think so, because the Bears offered a lot. He didn't want to go to the Bears.
Oh, okay.
He did not want to go to the Bears. He said that the other day. He said he didn't want nothing to do with the Chicago Bears. I think that was a mistake, but hey, he landed in a great spot.
Yeah.
He really did. He landed in a great spot.
And I honestly, I feel bad for Nick Cassar, like you said. He's going to call Howie Roseman and is like, what the hell were you thinking? Now the Dolphins or the Jets are going to only offer us a second or third round pick, maybe.
No, what will happen is this. If the Jets can trade Donald to the Niners for the 12th pick, then they will dangle the 12th pick. The Dolphins will dangle the 18th pick.
So the Jets are gonna keep the second round pick, their second overall pick, and the Dolphins.
Now after what happened, yeah. Don't smoke rocks. We'll do NBA tonight. Lakers Nets. We'll do that tonight. At least the first half of that. But we'll do that tonight. Don't smoke rock. Is staying here. Yeah. You know that this fleecing happened? Yes.
Yeah, that's
This
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
fleecing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I think honestly, Casario is going to call Howie Roseman and say, "What the hell were you thinking?" Now
Exactly. He did that already. Yes. I bet you that Nick the Cesario was drinking some cappuccino in the office, and the second that came across, he threw that coffee mug against the wall, started cursing. Yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, I think the Jets. People are overhyping the amount of cap room the Jets actually
Because
have.
because Manzano is New York. That's why. Seriously, because they're New York. That's why they're hyping it. But in reality, like Peter King said, and everybody's beginning to say now, we all been through this as Dolphin fans. They say the Dolphins are who do you think pumped his fist more this morning? Joe, my man from the Jets, or Chris Greer and the whole Miami entourage? Who do you think was dancing this morning when that came across?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Chris Greer and Brian Flores.
Yes, exactly, Manzano. Exactly. If there is any team happy today, Pete, you want to come up? The link is there, bro. If there's any team that is happy tonight, it's the Dolphins.
Or maybe even the Cardinals, or even the Panthers too. They won't have to give up the amount of picks either.
Whose pick is higher, Manzano?
Ours, but
there you go.
Theirs,
you're right. Yeah, because the Dolphins are offered the 18th pick, a fourth rounder, and a second or third next year, and I will trade Tua to Washington or to Chicago.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think we're gonna trade Tua to Chicago.
Yeah, or Washington.
And then we can trade, the 20th pick and still have two picks in the first round.
Yeah, without doubt. I think what Howie Roseman did today was a disaster. That was a disaster if you're Nick Casario right now.
And why do you think Russell is going to stay in Seattle for one more year?
I think if he does that and he get beaten up again, which he's going to get beaten up again because they don't have no picks. They gave them to the Jets. Once that happens again, then America will be screaming at Pete Carroll. Sierra will be screaming at Pete Carroll, and then they'll just get rid of him next year. Pete says Watson coming to Miami.
That's where I disagree with you. I think he wants to leave Seattle right now and go maybe to the, like you said, if the Dolphins get this on, I think the Jets go trade for
Wilson. Well, the Jets supposedly is in love with Zach Wilson now.
Or do you think the Panthers would trade their picks to
Miami? Yeah, they would. To Miami. They'll trade it to Miami. Miami already said a month ago, I told you guys this a couple of weeks ago, Chris Greer said the third pick is in play. You trade down with Carolina, you get the 8th pick and the second round and the third round. That's a great deal for Miami. And if this guy wants to go to Carolina, which he said he would, Deshaun Watson, he don't mind playing for the Panthers. It's a win-win. I said this earlier today on the panel. I get the feeling that everybody's going to win who wants a quarterback.
No, that's what I'm honestly saying. For me, I think Russell would fit. Would I think Deshaun goes to Miami, like Pete and you are gonna say are saying, but I see Russell going to the Panthers, staying in the NFC. To be honest,
Russell Wilson? I don't know. What's good? What's good, Sean Jones? What's up, my brother? I don't know. Uh, I just think everybody's gonna win. I don't know why. I just get a good feeling that no team is gonna be disappointed. I think let's say the Dolphins trade down. They'll get the players they want and they'll be happy.
yeah.
Jets, let's say the Jets trade Sam Donald and they get Zach Wilson at too. They'll be happy. The Niners will be happy. See? Carolina trades with Miami. Carolina, let's say, gets Watson. They'll take Justin Fields. They'll be happy. Everybody will be happy. The teams are going to be the losers is Washington and Chicago. They're going to be the big losers in this.
Not necessarily because if we get Deshaun, we trade Tua to either Washington or Chicago, and they get
But
the
I'm
quarterback.
looking at Manzano. I'm looking at more as they're going to keep Tua Tagovailoa. I'm looking at as a realist, and they keep him.
Okay, so you don't think the Dolphins are gonna give
They
up
can
their
they can do anything, but if they keep Tua, they'll trade with Carolina and get the eighth pick. They'll get more picks in this draft.
mm-hmm.
Remember who was coaching the Senior Bowl?
Brian Flores.
Yes.
And honestly, if that happens, what's gonna happen is honestly, I don't like. I'm not sure if you agree with this. Are you afraid with the Devontae Smith being
No,
so
no, I don't want him. He's broken. He's already damaged goods. Now I would, if he's still on the board, and I think he will. I will take the lineman from. I will take the lineman from Northwestern.
Rashawn Slater?
Yes.
No, but remember, me and you were talking about this. That I think I think the who is it that
The Lions are taking the receiver. They already said that they're taking the receiver for Jared Goff.
no, I'm not talking about the Lions. I'm talking about. Didn't you say the Bengals favor Slater over Sewell?
Yeah, if the Bengals take Slater, we'll get Sewell at 8 because the other teams, the Eagles, the what you call it, Eagles,
And Lions.
uh, Eagles and Lions already indicated they're going to take a receiver.
Yeah, and then we still get the All-Pro lineman that we were getting at number 8 instead of. Honestly,
Yeah,
I understand. I understand why people wanted him at number 3, but it's better value. Honestly, I
of
don't like
course at
drafting.
8, but I think if the Dolphins, oh no, he's worth drafting at the third pick, no
No,
doubt.
no, I understand, but what I'm saying is it's better value. And honestly, for me, I would rather draft an O line, a guy like an offensive lineman at number 8 than number 3 because for me that's a little bit of a reach. I understand he is worth the number 3 pick, but in general, I feel that an offensive lineman is a reach at number 3. But for real,
Manzano, I know this kid was picked with the 6th pick, and he was a can't miss, and he's the only one you could argue in the last 3 or 4 years has headed to Canton. How did Quentin Martin work out for the Colts?
uh, very well.
There you go. If these scouts are telling you that a player is a generational player, you take the risk.
So, and honestly, I don't think what the Dolphins are going to do. I think they might stay at number 3 and just draft Sewell because even
I
though
can see that too.
because I realistically don't see the Dolphins. I I honestly think Slater would be at number 12 and number 8. But Sewell, even though the Bengals like Slater,
The Bengals are going to take the first offensive lineman off the board. If Miami trades with Carolina, the Bengals they're going to have their pick of linemen at 5. The other two teams after taking receivers, they already indicated that for their new quarterbacks, Jared Goff and Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm. And do you think the Cowboys choosing offensive lineman behind us
The Cowboys?
at number 10?
I think the Cowboys are going to take a hard look at Mac Jones, so they don't have to pay Dak Prescott. I don't think the Cowboys want to pay Dak Prescott.
And I honestly think with the Cowboys, they need help with their defense. I think they choose Caleb Farley or Patrick Surtain at number.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Number 10.
I can see that. No doubt. Yeah, I can see that. But also, I just get the feeling that if the Cowboys want Russell Wilson this bad and they don't have the package enough to get him, they're going to draft a quarterback. Don't smoke rocks. I like the Lakers tonight. I like the Lakers tonight. Pete, Dak getting paid, Jerry looking like the star of the 2016 draft. I don't see it. I think the Cowboys, if they would have wanted them so bad, they would have paid them already. No. And if Dak stays, it'll be one more year, and then they're not going to pay him $54 million next year, Pete. So you might as well cut your losses now. And I'm telling you, the best player in this pro days and combine is going to be Mac Jones, because he's going to have his arsenal of receivers and running backs and his offensive linemen around him to make him shine. He's going to skyrocket more than anybody else in this draft. Everybody hit the like and subscribe button. I'm about to do Howie Roseman now. And I'm keeping my composure. Let me see what Melody's doing. Let me see what my baby girl's doing. My baby girl.
Honestly, when I look at Jalen Hurts, to be honest, I don't see him as a superstar or star quarterback. I think he's more of he's maybe like a game, like you said with Tua and stuff like that. Tua and
No. Dak is not a game manager. The problem with Dak Prescott is he doesn't really have.
I'm not talking about Dak. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts.
Oh, what about Jalen Hurts? What about him?
I don't see what people see in him. Honestly, I feel like he's a game manager. I see him as a game manager like a Tua or a Andy Dalton, to be honest.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. This great young man, I think we're about the same age, but he's coming up and congratulate him on his show today. I was in his chat room today. I just get the feeling, bro, every team is going to end up happy, except the Redskins and the Bears. I think they're going to be very disappointed.
So you don't think so you think the Dolphins might, if we get Deshaun, who do we trade Tua to? Chicago or
whoever gives us the number 1 pick. Those two teams right now are in serious trouble right now for their fan bases, especially the Bears. I wish I can get Lou Shirley up here. I'll reach out to her tomorrow. I'll get her up here next week because I'll be off the weekend. I'll be back Monday night. But,
so you're not doing a show on the weekend anymore?
I'm tired, bro. No. I may do a show Saturday night, not Sunday. I'm off Sunday, bro. No more football. And nothing's going on Sundays anyway. But honestly, underrated one's going to come up in a minute. He was trying to get up here before. I just think that let's say Miami gets Watson, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Pete. Let's say Miami gets Watson. Do you really think? I mean, how desperate? You see, what I don't like about Dolphin fans is this. Let's say you get Watson. Why do you need Tua around?
You don't need him around because you have a proven commodity.
Exactly. But if Miami don't get Watson, and Watson's coming cheap now, I wish Pete would come up here, but I guess he's with the kids right now. If they don't get Watson, and they keep Tua, I can see Miami doing a number of things, Manzano. Let's say the Jets get what's his face. The Jets get Watson.
Zach Wilson.
I can see Miami doing that at 3. Yes. And Zach Wilson, if you didn't hear the argument today, there's a lot of NFL general managers who think Jack Wilson's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Which is scary. If that's true.
I know, bro. I saw him on tape. I told you guys back on New Year's Eve, and guys gave me the finger and left this room when I was watching Zach Wilson's tape. I was blown away with Zach Wilson. I seen Trevor Lawrence enough. I was blown away with Zach Wilson. You know, his grandfather.
I wouldn't be shocked. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if I know you're saying that Urban only came for
That's the reason why he came. Jacksonville ain't going to buy no Zach Wilson. No. They're going to say, F you, you did it again. No. Trevor Lawrence is going to fill up that building because they know him. See, let me bring back up Tua Tagovailoa over for you, Anthony, and then you're going to understand what I mean. Dolphin fan.
That's another thing, too. That's another thing. I think I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say this happens. So let's say, because you're saying the Jaguars fans want him because they know Trevor Lawrence. They know they know Tua even more because Tua.
But Tua was last year. They didn't have the number 1 pick. They know, and Trevor Lawrence, remember, beat Tua in the championship game. He destroyed Tua. Jacksonville fans, they will come out for one of their own. Have you seen Trevor Lawrence's haircut?
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Long hair, like a redneck who wears a baseball cap. I'm going to say it again. When the Jets were in the lead for the number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence was unsure to come up, but once Jacksonville won, once the Jets won a game and they won another game, Trevor Lawrence said, I'm out. Why? He's going to his comfort zone. I keep telling you guys, especially with white ball players, especially, quarterbacks or whatever, they like to be in their comfort zone. 20-some years ago, I'm going to congratulate you in a minute. When 23, 24 years ago, when Peyton Manning was going to be the first pick to the Jets, he said, no, I'm going back to play my senior year at Tennessee. Why? He didn't want to play for Bill Parcells because Parcells was a hard ass, and he didn't want to play in New York. A lot of these white ball players are like that, bro. They'd rather play in the comfort area.
Yeah, and honestly, Jackson, I think he's from like Buford, Georgia, or something like that.
Yeah, he's by Atlanta. Yeah, him and the kid who's from Ohio State, they grew up 10 miles away from each other. They don't like each other. They've been rivals since Pee Wee football. What's his name? Fields? They've been rivals since they were 7 years old. They don't like each other personally. It's the old black and white thing. That's the way Atlanta is. That's the way the South is, bro. But getting back to Lawrence with Jacksonville, perfect fit. He can drive the pickup truck.
Yep.
And no pressure. Well, it's going to be pressure on him in Jacksonville. Those people are going to expect Super Bowl in 3 years for him. Don't think they're not. But what's going to give him some leeway is Urban's there. They know him from Florida. They love Urban, that neck of the woods. Third World Colombian, what's up, my brother? Salute to you. And drop your channel in the chat, bro. Drop it in the chat, your channel, bro. I'm going to let Underrated one. I'm going to say something very nice to him in a second. He fits Jacksonville. It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, he's a big NASCAR fan.
Yes, of course.
Redneck, right?
Bubba and the boys. He's perfect there. He's happy. He's
And
delighted. He's going to the Jaguars. You kidding? Are you kidding
and
me?
and at the same time, you gotta think where Jacksonville at. They got quite a few lakes. He can go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He could chop down trees.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could live. You know, if you want to go,
hunting, hunting, and stuff like that.
hunting too.
I think I hate to disappoint you, Pete. I think Miami will be in the mix, but I think he'll go to the Jets because the Jets can do something no other team can do. They can trade for a third number one, which I think they will, and then they'll shuttle two of those number ones and probably one of their seconds this year to Houston. To Houston to get Watson. Yeah. I think the Jets. I think Carolina and the Jets are in the driver's seat together. I hate to disappoint you, Pete. I'm gonna congratulate you right now. I was in my brother's channel earlier tonight. He did a hell of a job talking about black people staying together, sticking together. Again, near 2,000 subscribes. There's a reason why he calls himself the underrated grinder. He is the underrated one. My friend, welcome back tonight.
Thank you.
Did a hell of a job today. Was you shocked I was in your room? You could be
Yes.
God.
Yes, I was shocked because you be grinding, you be tired. You did say I'm gonna pop up one day. I'm gonna pop up.
I'm gonna pop up more often, bro. But I just wanted to salute you, man, because you've been great for me in the mornings, bro. Really. That's why I asked you last night, what you doing this morning? And boy, did me and my brother do it this morning.
Tell him again, please. Maybe they didn't hear it.
Approximately 10 minutes to 11 Eastern Standard Time. We got into a conversation about Deshaun going to Carolina. And I said to this man, I want to see what the Colts do. Because if the Colts get a Carson Wentz, they're not going to go for no rinky-dink quarterback. If they get Wentz, or they're not going to get Watson. They get Wentz, they win the AFC outright. About 45 minutes later, Ty Church popped up in the chat. He said that Wentz to the Colts. That's okay. I say it makes sense. All right? But then, what was the shock was what the Colts had to give up. And this is where now the monologue begins. Okay? You see the title of tonight's headlines. Really? Howie? Really? Wow. You know, Howie Roseman, who I love, if you would have told other teams that you was going to give your franchise quarterback away for a bag of effing peanuts, other teams would say, okay, Howie, I'll be generous. I'll give you my low one, Jets, Dolphins, a fourth round and a handshake. Oh, no. Well, you know, buddy, I'll give him to just give me a free and a conditional till next year, and you can have him. You dumb ass clown. Your fan base is humiliated tonight. You are the joke of the National Football League. They're laughing at you. Everyone's laughing at you, Philadelphia. They're laughing at you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You want to get the 21st pick, at least? Let me show you what the Colts think about this. Manzano will be back up. Let me tell you what Frank Reich of the Indianapolis Colts, their coach, thinks about this. This is him today going to his press conference today.
Let me say this. Let me say, brother Mace. If y'all hear me laughing, you will understand why. He did a great. I'm telling you, he looked out for the Jets. I'm sorry, Eagles. I'm sorry, Eagles.
Oh,
Y'all
I'm
got
about to go in a minute. Go ahead.
y'all
Keep
got
talking.
y'all had to stick with. I'm telling y'all, this not gonna go away for a while.
No, this is comedy, folks. What I'm gonna show you the picture right now. This is Colts head coach Frank Reich after the trade today. Okay. I'm gonna find the picture, and when I do, I will put it up, and you people will be laughing your ass off. I hope they did not take it down. I don't think they did.
And let me say this too.
It's a joke.
With the trade that Brother Mace was saying, there's no first round draft pick at all. Let me
None.
repeat that again. There's no first round draft pick for a franchise quarterback. And that's unheard of.
Trying to get that picture of Frank Reich because it was comical. Yes, I'll find it. It's comical. Come on, let me get that picture of Frank Reich. They got him everywhere. No, they took it down. I'll get it. I'll get it from I'll get it from Google. But it was comical. I'm gonna get the picture up in a minute so you guys can see how happy he was.
Okay.
Let me get back to this. So let me get this straight, Howie. I don't know who this guy is, but I heard of him. His name is Boo Boo the Fool. So you was Boo Boo the Fool today in the NFL. Really? Really? You are a goddamn idiot. You know damn well how the people who, well, I'm one of them. I'm not from Philly, but I'm close enough, about 70 miles away. Bronx, New York's about 75 miles away from Philadelphia. I'm like Philadelphia fan. I wear my feelings on my sleeve. And you're going to tell me that you did an idiot deal? And it was an idiot deal. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Philadelphia right now is not happy. Okay, here we go. I got it right here. I want to get the smile on his face with this trade today. I want to get the picture that I was showing all this morning and early this afternoon, which was comical. This to me was as comical as I've ever seen, as giddy as I've ever seen a head coach, folks. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a Super Bowl team, folks. This is a Super Bowl team. You can doubt it all you want. This is a Super Bowl team in Indianapolis.
And Mace, can I say one thing before you show it?
You can say whatever you want. I'm still looking for you. Say whatever you want, bro.
And understand this, y'all. The Indianapolis Colts did not have to give up not one draft pick, and I believe it's 21, right?
Yes. Didn't have to give it up.
They don't have to give it up. So that means that by Mace reporting of the look around the NFL, they could draft a pretty decent cornerback, and that's gonna make they secondary stronger. And like Mace is saying, they be already made for the Super Bowl run.
They're going to keep their second rounder too at 52.
Oh, that's right. We forgot about the second round. So let me understand. So let me explain to people. I forgot about the second round 52. So they got the first round 2022, right? 21, and the second round 52. So you think about it, they're gonna get some pretty good. So that means the second round, they can go offense or defense. I'm letting you know right now. The AFC, I'm letting you know right now, you're going to hear from me. The number one grinder.
Yeah.
The other powers of the AFC, you better watch out because the Colts is coming.
They have arrived. They did what they had to do on February the 18th. And folks, I got news for you. I'm gonna kill Howie a little bit more a little later. I got news for you. More quarterbacks are moving. Jets most likely will make the deal with the 49ers probably in the next week or two. Sam Darnold for the 12th pick. That will give the Jets power for the next 2 years in the AFC draft-wise. They can trade for Deshaun Watson, or they can take Zach Wilson, draft some defensive players that they need, and they'll be right there in the AFC.
And plus also they can go do this way. To save they draft picks, they can get some 49ers to come by.
Man, they got the money.
Mace, let me at him. Let me get at Howie Roseman.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him more a little later. Go ahead.
Yo, thank you for thanks for showing up. I appreciate, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Pete's
Hey,
my
underrated,
Pete's
man.
my
Shout
main
out to
boy.
you, brother. Keep going, man. Never
Me and
stop, keep
Pete,
grinding.
me and Pete may argue, but he's one of my main boys.
I love it. Let's bring that debate right now. Because you know why? If you disagree with me right now, you a fraud. How come there's no Donovan McNabb statue, Howie Roseman? And those Eagles,
He wasn't the GM then.
But
He wasn't the
and
GM
the whole Eagles organization. How come there's no
Mhm.
McNabb, no 5? How
'Cause
come they
he
don't
didn't
give
win
him
the
no
Super
clap
Bowl.
and he brought him a championship too?
No, he didn't win the championship. Philly's first Super Bowl was with what's our backup
with Nick
quarterback?
Foles. But
Yeah.
championship, he took him to 4 different championships and he went to the Super Bowl, but he didn't win it.
That's why you don't have a statue.
That's right.
You got a point, but he brought more to but McNabb brought more than you know
Who do
than
you
they
think?
give him
Pete, let me
credit
ask
for
you,
over there.
Pete, let me ask you a question. Be honest. Who you think's gonna have a bigger statue in Miami if they win a Super Bowl? Tua or Dan Marino?
Tua.
There you go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There you go. You just answered your own question. Watson or Dan Marino? Who you think's gonna have a bigger statue outside?
Watson.
There you go.
Watson.
Yeah.
Yo.
Stephen Ross will put that statue up so fast, bro. If Tua is the winning quarter, that statue will go up so fast in Miami. You will
Let
even
me tell you, bro. If Tua wins a Super Bowl down here, Dan Marino Boulevard would probably be called Tagovailoa Street.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I'm also as a sports critic, despite I'm a rich from New York, if Tua won the Super Bowl for your Dolphins, he'll
get one here too.
I'm telling you, he will
get one here.
He will be a god.
Yes, here in New York, he will be. Yeah. You'll see Tua jerseys everywhere.
That's crazy.
They love the Dolphins here, bro. They do. They're the number 2 team here by far, and only barely outnumbered by the Dallas Cowboys fans.
If this organization moves on with Tua and they win a Super Bowl, I'll be happy.
I think they'll win. I think they'll win a couple of Super Bowls.
I hope so, man. Well,
I'm not worried because this draft, like I said, Miami trade with Carolina, get their first, second, and third this year. Let them go get Watson. We'll get what we need from the 8th pick on.
Oh, let me finish bashing the Eagles a little bit.
Oh, you can bash the Eagles all you want, go ahead, bro.
A 3rd round pick and a conditional that I'm assuming is going to be a 1st round pick.
No. It's going to it's a third conditional 2nd round pick. That's what it is.
It's a 2nd round conditional pick.
But it can turn into a 1.
No, it's a conditional 2. If conditional 2 means if he plays those games, you said it's a 2nd round pick, bro. It's not a first.
There's also if he makes the playoffs, it goes to a 1st round pick.
Yeah, Pete, I'm not doubting that, but no one's talking about that. All they're talking about is they got fleeced.
No,
they got fleeced, Pete.
This what it means to me is the Eagles are gonna be in. The Eagles are not flying anymore.
They're not.
Those Eagles don't have wings because they're in full rebuild mode.
don't
They're in the hunt for a quarterback. Don't let them sit here and try to sell you the Jalen Hurts, the fantasy star guy, because fantasy points don't win you football games.
I think the Redskins would love, if that's the case, I think the Redskins would love to give the Eagles a second round pick for Jalen Hurts. What's up, Heifel?
The Eagles.
You're right, Pete.
Excuse me.
Heifel confirmed with you, but I'm sorry. You got a third rounder? That's it? I don't care about next year. You got a third rounder for him?
The Eagles messed up last season by taking Justin Rieger over Justin Jefferson. Jalen Rieger over Justin Jefferson, bro. The Eagles are on the downslide.
Did you see their cut list? They showed that earlier today. The guys they are cutting. All their receivers and Zach Ertz, they're cutting. That's like 5 or 6 guys.
So the NFC East is the Redskins, the Eagles,
No, the
Cowboys,
Redskins, Dallas, and Giants. And then the Eagles.
Giants.
Eagles are there.
Look at that division. Dak is gonna be sitting on them boys. As soon as Dak gets paid by Cowboys, he's the best
I
quarterback.
don't think Dak is getting.
down.
I don't think Dak's getting paid by the Cowboys, bro.
He's
Dak-
not
Cowboys are
getting
gonna
paid.
run-
He gonna take. They're gonna franchise him again.
One more year, and then next year, you think they're going to
He's
pay him
out.
50? You think they're going to pay him $54 million next year, Pete?
They're gonna have to pay Dak, man. He's the best
I'ma
quarterback
tell-
in
Ain't
that division
gonna
right
do
now.
it, bro.
Hands down.
Telling you,
Now-
don't be surprised if Dallas drafts Mac Jones at 10.
Now, Mace, I do see this though. Dak gonna play for the franchise, right?
Yeah, one more year this year. Yeah.
One more year. I see it like this. After that year, the quarterback from Russell, he's gonna leave. Now, Seattle got to fix their offensive line though.
I'll tell you something right now, though. If the Jets offer them 3 number ones, he's a Jet. Don't listen to Pete Carroll. He'll take Sam Donald and let Frisco fret to see what quarterback is going down. Trust me. If the Jets said, Russell, you want to come to us? He's going to say yes because it's New York.
Mhm.
And the Jets will
That's
throw those picks at Seattle, take it and run. They'll take Sewell at 2. They'll take somebody at 12, and they'll take the best line, the 2 linemen. They'll take 2 linemen at 12 and at 23.
And you know what? And I say it again. And Pete, you wasn't here. I would say this: if we cannot get this shot and Russell Wilson, that'd be a great consolation prize.
Yes, it would. Yes.
I take that. Yes, I
Yeah.
would.
You know
Yeah.
how mad I'll be if the Dolphins pick Russell Wilson over Deshaun Watson, bro?
I don't think they lose
I'll
either
be
guy.
so
No.
dissatisfied if they were to send like.
I'm
I'm not taking anything away from Russell Wilson. The guy's a great player and all, but it just won't sit right with me, bro. Like the player to get is actually Deshaun Watson.
And you know what? Oh, I'm sorry, Pete.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna say this though for Russell Wilson too, as a consolation prize, he goes to the Jets.
I will be very happy with Jeff.
He be corporate ready.
Yep, sure will. Haifu says his brother is an Eagles fan. I'll follow him. Put in the chat room, Haifu, how your brother feels tonight. Eagles are a mess.
I'm telling you,
I'm
they're
laughing.
flying right now. Their hope right now, they think Jalen Hurts is the issue. Man,
Yeah, bro. Philadelphia, bro. I mean,
Eagles are in the quarterback market, man.
Well, I could tell you like this though, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, fellas, and even the brothers and the sisters in the chat.
yeah.
I could tell you 48 hours ago, Philly was in hopes. You know, the bars and the sports bars are full. Right now, it's open. Indianapolis, they jumping for joy.
Oh, yeah.
It's pulled up.
Yeah.
They pulled up now tonight, and they're going to keep on partying tonight.
Yeah, they're dancing in Indianapolis right now. Oh, my God.
Dancing.
And what's the GM's name over there in Chicago again? With
Pace.
his little Ryan Pace with his little lion ass talking about Oh, we weren't. Look, check this out. The Bears now. Sources are saying the Bears didn't come out and offer anything. They weren't in the trade discussion. But yet on that same report, it says they evaluated it. They were looking into it.
They
Come
must be.
on.
They must
The
be
Bears
feeling
are
sick.
desperate right now.
They
Trying
must
to.
be feeling sick tonight. In
Yeah.
Chicago, they're feeling
The
sick
Bears are
tonight.
mad. Carson Wentz says,
Yo,
"Hell
EM,
no."
get up here. I want to talk to you, brother. Get up here. EM's in
Nobody
the
wants to
chat.
play for Chicago, bro. It's a wrap. Chicago's
Incredible,
another
bro.
team that's gonna be.
And I'm gonna say this though, Chicago missed a big one. You could have got Carson Wentz.
Me
He
and
was in your hands.
Pete,
I'm
me and
telling you,
Pete,
man,
me,
it was in your hands.
me and
And
Pete
you
about
know
to go
what?
at it right now. Me and Pete
You
about
know,
to go at it.
and Mason, you know what? When Indianapolis going to, oh, you taking your own sweet time.
Take
No
your time, bro.
first round draft pick. We gonna give you 3 a conditional second rounder. Come back home to Indianapolis to Frank Weiss.
Me and Pete,
I'm
me
gonna
and me
tell
and
you,
Pete.
Carson Wentz career, his career will be on the go. You wait and watch and see.
Me and Pete about to get at it right now. Pete, you did not hear this today, but this did happen this afternoon. The young Atlanta general manager said today, this afternoon, every position, including the quarterback position, will be upgraded. In English, jobs are on the line for Atlanta. And now that the Bears are so desperate, with nobody there, and I said it to this man, me and him have a $40 bet on this. And you don't think the Bears are calling Atlanta right now?
They better.
The Redskins are calling Atlanta right now?
They better. They 0-1.
Yeah, they better.
You don't want to. You don't want to be 0-2.
Let
Atlanta,
me tell you something, Mace. The
yep.
Redskins are hiding, but I believe they were in that Carson Wentz train. I believe the Redskins were in that Carson Wentz train.
Philly wasn't going to trade that young guy in their division.
Exactly. They were have to when they started doing their job. They scoped around and said, "But are you
Redskins.
really gonna accept this from the Colts when I'm offering you this?" And it
Redskins.
wasn't
No.
that much of a big difference to them, so they preferred to go that route.
Nah,
That's how I
no,
could see
no.
that happen.
Redskins
Right.
and the Bears.
They would not trade to the Redskins. Division rivals? No.
Redskins and the Bears are in a lot of trouble, especially the Bears. At least the Redskins are building something with Ron Rivera. But but the jobs are on the line in Chicago, and they dropped the ball.
And I think Chicago is going to take a big. If they do not make a splash and get that quarterback Ryan from Atlanta, they going to take a bigger hit, huh?
They better go get him right now, and then
Now,
Pete will
right?
shell out $40
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you.
The Bears are gonna have to settle with like a Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And they're not doing that.
Something.
They're not doing that.
Not with that defense. They're not doing that.
No.
That defense is Super Bowl ready right now. They're not doing that.
No, the thing is, I know you say that the defense is Super Bowl ready,
They
but
sure
the thing is, when you tell me that defense is Super Bowl ready and they're missing a quarterback, that means that defense is at the end of the crumb. They're at the end of it.
If you give him Matt Ryan,
he's at the end of it.
no, he's not. If you give Matt Ryan there, they can win it next year. Seriously, they can win the NFC.
They have receiver issues. If you get Matt Ryan, there's no way you're signing Allen
I want to speak to this man for a second because the other night when me and this man went our separate ways.
1 second, Mace. Can I bring up sis 1 point, please?
What is it, man? I really want to talk to Laura.
Go ahead, do it.
Thank you, appreciate it. This man and me looked like the other night, and a lot of people was upset about this, but we would go our separate ways. Good evening, Laura. How are you?
Hey, what's up, mate? What's up, man? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let's just go ahead and stick with the topic, man.
We are.
Exactly.
We are.
I was trying
but
to finish
Laura,
my
you
point,
missed.
but you know
yeah,
how
I'm gonna give it back to Pete in a second. Did you catch any of my 5.5 hour bonanza, all football, this morning into the afternoon? I had a packed house. Ty Church broke the trade with Carson Wentz. Did you hear a little bit of that today?
Nah, I was working this morning.
It's all right. It's all right. But you can go back on show 209, and it's all football. You will love that. There's me at my best.
That's what's up.
There you go.
And he
Are
won
you
a
gonna
whole
stay?
hour.
Are you
He
you
went
gonna
a whole
stay with me?
hour roasting Laro too on this
I
episode.
did not roast Laurel. You gonna stay with me and trust in me, bro? That I'm pure sports, bro. That was Macy in the morning, by the way.
Nah, that's all good, man. I just called up here to just came in now because I can't believe that we're talking about the same Carson Wentz who actually stunk the last 3 years, man. Hey man, that guy is not good, man. He had one good year out of 4. He is not good. Is he an upgrade for us teams? But man, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You guys.
I mean, I disagree. I still think he's at least. I don't think he's the best. You get me? But I still think he shows some things that he can improve on. But at the same time, he has done it at a high level, and that's what he's shown before.
Pete,
and he's going.
Pete, go ahead, finish your point. Pete, finish what you wanted to say. I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure Laurel's back on board with us.
Oh yeah,
go ahead,
come
Pete.
Through here on board. I forgot already. I was already.
I apologize. Finish back. I'll give it right back.
That's cool. That's cool.
Ian, what's up, bro?
What's good, man? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Are you getting ready for the combine in a couple weeks?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I expect you up here, bro. We're gonna do full coverage, full blown coverage on that, bro. I found out some things today. I'm gonna keep it a secret. How to run this program. I said it last night. I told everyone in here last night we will rebuild this platform for the way sports are supposed to be talked about. And we started it the other night. We did it last night. We did it this morning, this afternoon. My friend, my question to you, okay? It's Dolphin related. With the third pick, would you trade to Carolina and get the 8th pick and the 2nd and the 3rd? Would you do that?
I'm trying to. If I'm the Dolphins, now that Philadelphia unloaded Carson Wentz,
yeah,
and they got additional capital in that trade, I'm trying to. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm trying to leverage that 3rd pick to the Eagles to try to get some of that capital that they got in the Carson Wentz trade.
Yeah, well, they only got but here's the problem with that. They only got a 3rd rounder and a conditional 2nd.
No, they got. I thought they no. I thought they got 2 seconds. They got
they got a 3rd. That's it, bro. 3rd and a conditional 1st. If he plays the game, that's it, bro. That's it. That's what they're the joke right now in the league, and they are killing them today. Everybody's laughing at them.
Can I add something to Ian's point? Because he brought up something that came into my attention. When you do talk about conditional picks, this conditional pick can possibly become a 1st, 2nd, or 3rd round pick, depending on the play and the playoff scenario or whatnot. That would be a good pick for Greer to try to get because he's a gambling guy.
Okay.
You can bank on the Colts will be in the playoffs. So I think one of those
to me, they're the team to beat right now.
It'll be a late 1st round pick, but it's still a 1st round pick. I guess that's a good pick to try to get in a trade.
Let me introduce my audience. I got the big man on campus, EM Dolphin fan. You know the handsome Laurel's here. The adorable Pete is up here. Pistol Pete is up here, and of course, the knowledgeable, logical one, the underrated one. We are here. We are rolling tonight. I love the new audiences I'm getting. I'm very proud that you people out there believe in us as a family. And you wait to draft night, what you're going to get up here. You wait to the combine, which is the pro days, what you're going to get up here, folks. This is only going to get strong. Okay?
That's what's up.
I believe it.
Let's continue with our audience. Go ahead. Anyone who wants to talk, go ahead.
Well, I could say this. Indianapolis, thank you very much.
And
thank you.
The Watson stuff gets lower now. And I know my buddy up here, and I'm glad he's back with me. And
I'm happy. Thank you.
Laurel, let me ask you a question. This is for you, buddy. Okay? This is no joke. Okay. Laurel.
Yo.
Did you like the compensation Philly got back for wins today, or you think the way America thinks they're a joke what they got back?
I don't see. It's different for me because I don't like the guy to begin with.
Okay.
I just don't like his game. So I mean, he's absolutely showed nothing. And I just don't like his game. So
Yeah, call for you too. Okay, you still talking?
Somebody echo.
Yeah, I don't care about the
Yeah,
receivers.
you're right. Now you're perfect. Go ahead.
I don't care about the receivers being hurt. I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
He had 3 years in a row to show something. He
Okay.
didn't show anything.
It's fair. That's fair. What Big Time said today was startling in the Eagles' defense. And I agree with
What
it.
Big Time said?
He said, right, that's the best the Eagles are going to get for him because he's been damaged goods, and the people of Philadelphia shouldn't be upset. Howie Roseman, by the way, is on the firing line right now, and he's a good young GM player. Yeah, go ahead.
This just brought Sam Darnold's stock value even lower right now.
No, Frisco will give up the 12th pick in the draft for him. They'll do it.
Sam
Cal
Darnold
Shanahan
is a
went that
third
bad.
round pick.
Yeah, but Cal Shanahan. Go ahead. Who's talking that game?
I mean, I don't, if you're the Eagles, obviously you wanted to try to get more for Carson Wentz. But I mean, Carson Wentz he's been on a downward trajectory for the last 3 years consecutively. He was the lowest in terms of starters, the lowest graded passer in the NFL last year, and he was damn near bottom the year before. So I mean, I think a lot of the trade aspirations were unrealistic. This is not the Carson Wentz from 4 years ago, 4 years ago when he was in the MVP run. I think once he got hurt, okay, I think he's never been the same athlete. And I think Carson Wentz coming into the league, and I said this before, he came into the league and he was he relied. It's not necessarily a knock, but you see a lot of players like him, like Lamar Jackson, like I anticipate Jalen Hurts having a similar issue until he develops from the pocket like he's supposed to. Carson Wentz never developed that skill set, and I think when he came into the league, he relied too much on his athleticism. He's a one-read. If you remember the type of offense that they were in, this is what I think the biggest issue with Carson Wentz is. It's the lack of. He's never been the same athlete since he got hurt, and two, they haven't been able to replicate that top 3 running game that they had on a Super Bowl run. If you remember, that offensive base was play action based, RPO based. They haven't been able to replicate that since he got hurt. And so a player that relies so much on that, if you take that running game away from him, again, he's not a traditional prototypical drop back 35, 40 times type of quarterback, in my opinion. He hasn't developed the necessary skill set to consistently threaten teams in that format. So this is what you get, a player that relies on athleticism, and he's still trying to do that, but he just don't have it anymore because he's not the same athlete after that injury. So now what hopefully Frank Wright can fix him, you know what I mean, can rebuild his game, hopefully, but it's hard teaching that leopard, you getting a leopard to change his spots. It's difficult. So we'll see how that works out. But I think a lot of what people were wanting or expecting the Eagles to get back in terms of trade value was unrealistic, in my opinion.
I'll get
on the radio one. I'll give it to you in a second. I'm trying to look for the picture of Frank Wright today at the press conference. I'm gonna try and find that picture as you guys speak. The way he looked today, it was like he was at the Bunny Ranch in Nevada for a weekend. Go ahead on the radio one.
I'm gonna tell you this: Carson Wentz will be fixed. He knows the system. He knows the. See, this is what we fail to understand. I understand y'all. We talk about Carson Wentz 3 years. He had 1 year, but he goes to a system that he already knows. You have to understand one thing. The Colts already have offensive line. They already have the game. They already have a running game. They already have, and you know what the beautiful thing about it? Let me say it again. They still keep the the first rounder and the second rounder. And the second rounder, they can go offense or defense. I'm saying this too. If Carson Wentz stay healthy, the AFC is going through the Colts.
I totally agree.
Put your money on the Colts to win that division. As soon as Watson gets out of there.
I'm not going. Definitely, I'm staying away from that projection. I'm not going out. I'm not touching that. But I will say this: I do agree with you. What did I say about what they couldn't replicate off of his MVP season? That top 2 or 3, top 5 running game, top 5 offensive line. Well, they have that in Indianapolis, so that's going to help him tremendously.
Totally
so again. Well, we'll see if Frank Reich can rebuild because he definitely needs some. Fundamentally,
bless you, baby.
Fundamentally, he needs some work, bro. He needs a lot of work.
Yeah,
I like the way Carson Wentz throws out of that pocket. That's the only thing I got to disagree with you a little bit, EM. Yes, he has, declined, but so has the rest of his team as well in all the same areas. At receiver, at running back, even at tight end, it was starting to decline. So, Carson Wentz in the same system, I like him to grow and get a lot better, man. Go ahead.
That is Frank Reich today when he came up to the podium to talk about the trade. Look at that smile on his face.
Well, I'll say this: it was not Carson Wentz that was throwing for all them yards and winning that Super Bowl. That was Nick Foles.
That's the point. Yeah. But let me add this here. Look what they gave up to get him, though. Wouldn't you be smiling too? You get to keep your first and your second.
Yep. I think exactly. I think this is what I think, and I could be totally off base. This might be a pipe dream, but I think the fact that they got their quarterback and were able to obtain that first round pick, I think they're going to be one of the teams that's calling the Dolphins and making an inquiry about Xavier Howard.
I can see that too.
And also,
they have cap space.
I am baffled. Go ahead on the radio one day. I'll say
and you know what? And plus, also, we got to think about the Colts too. Colts got to run it off. They got to run the ball. They not asking Wentz to win the game. If Wentz could throw 20, 25 times, and then the running back had run the ball at least about 19 to 25 times, you know what that means? That means 3rd down and 5 over the top.
I gotta do it.
1-0-1.
Guys, I gotta do it. And I was saying a few minutes ago, Howie, you basically handed the AFC Championship to me. Where are you at tonight? Let's see. The 6th pick? The 38th, 39th pick? Okay. 2 third rounders? Really? And you wonder why America's laughing at you right now. That is as asinine, as dumb of a move I have ever seen.
But you got to look at Mace. I mean, I think the market was just not there for them. You
couldn't pull the 21st pick from the Colts. The 21st is not like it's the second or the third.
Their leverage was. Mace, come on. They tried to. They can only get what they could, bro. Nobody was ponying up that type of price for the worst rated quarterback in the National Football League.
This is the issue I don't think people are really bringing up right here. When a player comes out and says he doesn't want to play for a team, it doesn't go the organization's way, never. It just really almost never does.
We'll get to Deshaun Watson for you in a minute. Ian, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you.
No, that had to do with Carson Wentz. He did not want to play.
Yeah, no, but I'm going to ask you guys a question right now. If Chris Greer would have pulled off this trade today, would you guys be happy? EM, then Pete, would you be happy right now?
What, and brought Carson Wentz to Miami?
Yeah, but you gave up nothing, basically.
Hell no, bro. Hell no. It don't make sense. That don't make sense financially. Tua is a better player than Carson Wentz at this stage, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave that alone tonight. I'm not gonna get the Tungler over tonight, I'm sorry.
Stop it. Y'all need to stop, bro.
Okay.
No, bro. No.
Okay.
That would be an absolute buffoonish move for Chris Greer to
Yeah,
make.
you want to bet 100 on that? Who has the better year this year?
The worst rated quarterback in the National Football League, bro. Come on, man. Stop.
Tide Church agrees with you. What happened? Carolina is in the lead for Watson. Yeah, they are in the lead for Watson. Let me get back to this. You want to bet 100 on that? Who has the better year? Wentz or Tungalover? I'll take that bet with you. I
hear you, bro. Look at you.
I'll take Wentz. Even though, let me say this: if he stays in Miami, I believe Tungalover is gonna have a good year in Miami. I do. I think I said it this morning, Ian. I'll say it to you again in order, and everybody in the chat room this morning agreed with me. The 3 players in the NFL that is going to have chips on their shoulder this year. 1 is Wentz, 2 is Tua Tagovailoa, 3 is going to be Jared Goff.
You hopeful too.
No, I'm not hopeful. I'm dead serious.
You're gonna hate.
I don't think the kid sucks at all. I think he needs the talent for him to succeed, and they're going to do that.
Every quarterback needs talent. Damn, y'all need to stop saying that because that's putting a negative. That's putting a negative cloud surrounded to it. Like, oh, he's inferior. Every damn quarterback needs weapons. So y'all need to stop that putting that out there about this kid. What did Tampa Bay do for Tom Brady? Load it up. What do the Green Bay Packers do? They get Aaron Rodgers weapons. They build that offensive line for him. So y'all need to stop it. Every quarterback needs weapons. You
ain't getting that with me tonight, bro. You're going to go for the C note, who has a better year, Wentz or Tua Tagovailoa. I think Tua's going to have a good year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Tua's going. I think Tua's going to take a tremendous leap this year.
That's another bet I have now. That's 3. I have one with my bro here.
Wait. I didn't agree to no bet. I just said I agree with you. I'm going to have to think about that. Let me think.
Okay.
Let me think on that one.
You was the one who said, no. You was the one who came out of your mouth and said he was the better quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Clearly.
So let's bet on it. Let's see who's really better. This year. Take the time.
We got a lot of time before the season starts.
Who said you said Tua's going to be a greater better season than Wentz?
No, he said that he's better than Wentz right now.
Yeah. I'm taking Tua Tagovailoa over Carson Wentz all day every day.
What?
The 2020 version of Tua, the 2020 version of Carson Wentz. What? It ain't even close. It ain't even close in my estimation.
Damn, everybody's taking this bet with me. Tide Church is betting me 30. Smooth, how much you betting me? You can come up here and tell us what you bet me. Everybody's betting me. All right, I'll take your bets, bro. Tide Church got 30 on Tua. Big Time's gonna bet with.
They're betting on Tua.
Yes, they are. I'm taking this. Man. I am taking this.
You have to be kidding me, yo.
I have to see.
What?
I have to wait. Indianapolis.
What?
How can you not be? This is the thing. How can you be hopeful for Tua but not have no hope for Wentz?
That's EM.
I don't understand that either.
That's EM. That's not me, bro. I'm taking Wentz.
No. What do you mean hope? I just said Tua was a better player. Tua's gonna have a better year. That don't necessarily mean That don't necessarily mean Carson Wentz is gonna be garbage again. That don't mean he's gonna be garbage again.
You got to
not even on paper.
What?
You got to August EM. $100.
No, yo,
your cash app. I'm taking Wentz.
That's a suicidal bet.
Hey,
No.
Okay.
I have a question for EM. I mean, let's take. They both suck. Okay. So, if they both suck, and neither one has showed me last year, right?
Who said
any hope or optimism?
This is Laurel talking to you.
What's giving you any optimism for Tua next year? What did he show you this year that makes you think he could be, say, a top 25 quarterback?
Sure, come up here if you want.
I was talking to Reason earlier today, and now that we've been snowed in the last 3-4 days, I had an opportunity to go back and watch go back and review some tape of Tua this year. This will be the 6th time I've watched every drop back of this kid. And I told him this morning, there's a lot Tua put on tape to make. And I keep telling people this. I've been telling y'all all year.
What did you think about the Bengals game?
Let him talk.
Let me talk. God damn it.
Calm down. No heart attacks here. Calm down.
Hey, here we go. There's a lot to put on tape, because we were talking about the scenario, the potential of the Dolphins making the trade for Deshaun Watson. And my thing was, obviously, I've been consistent that if this is a real possibility, the Dolphins should definitely entertain it. But when you go back and you put on the tape and you look at, now again, there's some negative things as well that Tua put on tape. But from what I saw from what the skill set that Tua has that he put on tape in that 9-game window, in my opinion, okay, from the pocket, from the neck up, I'm talking about, obviously diagnosing defenses, his vision, his accuracy, his ball placement, his ability to extend plays. Tua, if you know what it takes to be successful at this league, if you know the skill set and you know how to watch tape, when you look at Tua Tagovailoa, I'm telling you, for y'all people, and I'm not trying to cast any kind of negative, any kind of negatives towards anyone, but if you know how to look at tape, you know what it takes from that position to be successful in the National Football League. There's a lot that Tua put on tape that you can be encouraged about. Now, did he do enough to ignore the possibility of bringing in a talent like a player like Deshaun Watson? No, it's too small of a window. You have to entertain bringing in a top 5 player, not just quarterback, but top 5 player in the National Football League. You have to. But I just think with support around him, hopefully the line stabilizes, and the benefit of a consistent running game. People been running around here all year talking about Brian Flores' strategy he's going to try to replicate everything Tua had at Alabama. I disagree. Everybody thinks it's from a skill position, the wide receiver position. I emphatically disagree. What Brian Flores is trying to replicate is that power gap, that dominant run game that Alabama had. It's not these wide receivers. It ain't Devontae Smith, and I could be totally wrong. It ain't Devontae Smith. It ain't Waddle. The priority, I assure you, is the run game. And when you deploy Tua in that RPO play action based scheme, Tua is lethal. And I keep telling y'all, bro, he's Brady-like. If you look at Tom Brady, and I told you, remember Mace, a couple of weeks ago when I told y'all, I said that Tampa Bay team is the vision that Brian Flores has for the Dolphins. How they're built, very similar schematically. A lot of what Brady does and his strengths, Tua has that same skill set. And I'm telling you, if you deploy Tua, if you get, can I finish? Can I finish?
Calm down, Ian. Calm down.
All I'm at, look. All I'm asking.
Calm down, bro. Keep talking.
Okay. So
relax.
You asked me what I've seen on tape. I've seen a lot of what Tua did from a pocket standpoint. Fundamentally, Tua, I saw the consistent mechanical base, the application of his mechanics, the accuracy, the ball placement. I'm telling you, it was there. Now, was it as consistent as I would have liked? No, but you have to ask the question, why was it inconsistent? There are a lot of things that contributed to that inconsistency. The lack of support up front. The line was ranked 28th. For all these people talking about we had a great offensive line, bro, they graded out at 28th in the league. You know what I mean? We had multiple injuries. We saw it all year of Devontae Parker missing 6 games. Preston Williams on the IR after the Arizona game. And he's throwing to practice squad players. So if you bring better players at the wide receiver position and the line stabilizes and you replicate that one game, Tua will take a tremendous leap in his second year, in my opinion.
Laura,
Okay.
there's a question I want to ask you real quick. I'm gonna give it right back to you. I'm gonna give it to underrated.
Okay.
Laura.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everything Ian said, I do agree with him because I've been saying it for the longest, but they was going to play a power running game based style of football that complement him and help him grow. That said, let me ask you this, and this is about your squad, okay? I know you don't want to trade him, so I'm gonna leave him out of it. Here's my question to you, bro. You look at a team like the Jets, right? With all that potential capital that they have.
Okay.
You telling me you wouldn't take 3 number ones from them right now, and also a future 2 and a third and 2 and a 3 to get to build your team back up to where it used to be?
Bro, I'm gonna need 7 players, man. I'm gonna need
Yeah,
7
that's
picks.
okay. I feel
I
you.
need 7 picks, man.
That's
I
a
feel you.
Houston Texan hopeful fan.
No.
I don't, Mace.
What's
I'm
up?
gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know when me and Reason talked this morning, I told him, I said I don't think the Dolphins are going to pony up the Texans because of what Tua put on tape.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dolphins are going to meet the Texans' asking price.
You know
because
what?
they're coming from a position of, bro, we're happy with this kid. We think with more support, another year of strengthening his body, getting his body right, we think we can have a big time player. So the price tag for what we're willing to pony up goes down. So I don't think the Dolphins are going to meet their price. Now, if they come down and meet the Dolphins, they come down and meet the Dolphins price, well, that might be a different story. But I don't think the Dolphins are going to offer, 3 first-round picks.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I agree with you.
Keep Tom Brady.
I think the Jets went to Houston and said, whatever the Dolphins offer you, just know I'll put more. But here's the thing. Deshaun Watson has a no-trade clause, and the more the Jets have to give away, the less they'll have, and their team is not where our team is. That's all I have to say. I think Deshaun Watson lands in Miami, and here goes the first 3 picks in the draft. Number 1, Trevor Lawrence. Number 2, the Jets get Sewell. And number 3, the Texans are going to pick up the Heisman Trophy winner and have Tua with the Heisman. And they're going to run that little
Nick Cesario already said he don't want Tua. He said he don't want to. No, he doesn't want to. He does not want to. I know that for a fact. He doesn't want to.
When he was in New England, he was scouting and he actually gave good grades on Tua.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Trust me, doesn't.
Nick Caserio said he had Tua as one of his top-rated players in that draft.
That was then. This is now. He doesn't want Tua. Go ahead, underrated one.
I want to get back into the
Indianapolis. Yeah, go ahead.
Indianapolis. I would say this to the brothers. Listen, you have to understand. Yeah, y'all got to understand. Y'all Dolphins, you got a pretty good team, but y'all still put the pieces together. The only different thing is Indianapolis got their pieces together.
Yes, they do.
What's so scary about it? You gotta understand. We have to understand it. They still got their number 1 and their number 2.
Yep, that's what makes the trade to me look so bad.
I agree, but I think a team like the Dolphins underrated right now. We'll even go to Indianapolis and we'll probably beat the Colts with a Carson Wentz team because I think our defense is nothing to play with right now.
Let me ask you a question. EM, do not explode. No, EM dropped off. Okay, he'll be back. All right, Pete. What happens to the quarterback? You're gonna be Indianapolis this year when they come to Miami?
They got a tough defense. Both teams got a tough defense. I do admit that.
Yeah, but the Colts got the best young offensive line in the league. It's not even close. Quentin Martin's already in the Hall of Fame, bro. That's how good he's been.
But that's the thing. We got some of the best secondary, so we're load up that box and heavy blitz and keep trying to force Wentz to throw it up in the air, and we'll get some turnovers.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing you have to understand. Y'all still build, and I'm talking that for sports critic. Y'all still building your offensive line. Indianapolis already have.
Yeah.
They're going to get better.
I don't think we're necessarily building our.
No.
We drafted our guys.
All right, let me say.
But you're right. We're building because we're gonna keep the same young group and build with them. Yes, I agree.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I've been saying it. Go ahead, underrated. I'm gonna go after you. Go ahead, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. That has to be the key. It's the nucleus of the offensive line. You notice when the nucleus of the offensive line, if they play more than 2 years, they start gelling. Again, We have to understand. They not asking Carson Wentz to win the game. They just ask him, throw 20-25. And I'm just saying like this. Any blitz come up, they can pick it up. They go on up top. I'm just letting you know right now. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so crazy that now.
Yeah, the Colts. What am I talking about, bro? The Colts are better than the Dolphins on both sides of the trenches, bro.
No. Understand it, but this is what I'm saying. They running game. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. Indianapolis is ready.
Oh my goodness.
I disagree with my own statement saying the Dolphins will win. I think the Colts will probably hand it to us.
Depending on who's the quarterback. If it's Watson, Miami should beat them.
Oh, right. Hell yeah. But I'm saying that's why I said as of right now with Tua, remember? It was against Tua versus Wentz. I actually thought we had a chance, and I actually don't agree with that anymore.
Yeah, because I know. See, here's the thing. I don't know EM left. I hope he comes back. I look at this as a realist, bro. And right now, in my mind, I see the Dolphins staying status quo. But they will trade down. I believe they really will trade down with Carolina and get the 8th pick. Because Carolina, they're so desperate to get Watson, bro. It's scary. Yeah. They're in the lead right now. They are in the they're not in the driver's seat because the Jets is killing them.
Yeah, but you hear what's going on. What are they going to have to give up, Mace? Let's be real. The number 8 pick, right?
No, Miami will trade down with them. Because Miami already said a month ago.
Carolina. Everybody's talking Carolina's on the hot market. I don't know. I haven't seen anything linked with Carolina with Watson.
I think I'll find some stuff that just came out recently about Carolina.
But anyways, the only thing I saw was Stephen A. Smith talk about it. But he didn't say where he got it from. He was just talking about it on ESPN. And he brought up a good point. What are you going to do, trade McCaffrey?
Yeah, he's part of the owner. But it's funny you said that. The owner said that yesterday. 3 number 1s in McCaffrey, and he said he will go higher, the Carolina owner. He'll give more if he has to do it. Yeah, Watson already said he'll go there without a problem.
Yeah, McCaffrey is with
20 minutes away.
Yeah, McCaffrey is with the deal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, that's what he said.
Yep. The owner said that yesterday.
That dude is desperate, bro. I don't
like
he
Carolina is. That's why I've been saying this. Yes, I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks up here.
Carolina is all in.
You see, I'm blind to everything, Mace. Everything I see, I'm linking it to the Dolphins, bro. Everything else don't make sense.
I know. You're all in with the Dolphins.
It doesn't make sense that Greer's going to actually fail. This is not the same Drew Brees and Culpepper year, bro. This is something serious. You can't miss this, bro. And we're blessed to have these draft picks that really, we shouldn't even have. We're only really losing not much, bro. It feels like. Give up 3, give up 2, and let's go. Super Bowl Sundays back to back. You're gonna see Mahomes and Watson all in the AFC.
Give up who? You gotta stop it with the ridiculous trade talk, man.
I just told you I'm giving you 3 first-round picks and 2 attack for Vailoa.
That's not enough.
No. The Houston, I told you, Nick Cesario said he don't want Tua at all.
That's not enough, bro.
Jets are to me the most attractive package because Houston's going to get the picks right now, and those are good picks. I don't care what Laurel says. The 2nd, the 12th, and the 23rd, I will take that in a heartbeat.
Mace, let me ask you a question. If you could just bite the bullet right now, bite the bullet, just rip the Band-Aid off right now. Give me your first 3 rounds, and you can have the guy tomorrow.
Hey, Laurel, I want the guy, but I wouldn't give up what the Jets and Carolina is willing to give you. That's a hell of a lot, bro. I like to build. See, I look at it this way. I did a monologue on my GM a couple of weeks ago, and this is what I'm saying. It's already, I won 5 starters from the first 5 picks in the draft. If they trade with Carolina and get 2 more, I won 7 starters in the field opening day. I don't want to hear about development. I want 7 starters.
I don't want to hear about no draft, bro. If the Dolphins don't get Watson, you better come out and start trading for players out there, bro. You better try to get me a Nick Bosa who's coming off an injury. You might get him cheaper than what he probably was. Get me something, bro. Don't use these players on draft picks right now. This guy, Christopher Greer, bro.
What do you think, Big Time? You haven't said a word tonight. Go ahead, bro. It's all yours.
For me?
Go ahead, Big Time.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead, underrated.
Nah, I'm just saying that I'm just wait. You know, for me as a Jet fan, I just have to wait.
You ain't gonna wait that long, bro. Seriously, you're not gonna wait that long.
No, I know.
I got a feeling this Watson deal is going to happen within the next 48 hours.
No, I think Watson be another week or two, but it's going to happen. I know Laurel don't want to hear that, but I think it's going to happen.
Oh no, it can happen, but I mean, one thing I know that deal, whatever deal we'll do, you know, we're gonna whatever first round picks we get, they're gonna trade out of those picks and trade down because this roster is like has so many holes in it. I mean, we probably need 12 picks in order to try to fill what roster we have out, man. We need 12 players, man. I mean, it's so weak across the offensive line. Now, all the linebackers are coming up for contract. Secondary fucking sucks. I mean, the only thing we have on the team worth a damn is Deshaun Watson. So there is no way a guy from New England, the way they flip picks, as much as they like to trade, man, there is no way that guy's not going to get true value for Deshaun Watson. And that's just it. I mean, the 3 picks, the 4 picks, man, no, that's not enough. No way. He has 4 years left on his deal, bro. And I know I'm looking at it from a home aspect. As far as I'm concerned, I like the logo, right? He's a good player, but I root for the team. So if he doesn't want to be here for that $160 million contract, hey man, take your ass home, man. I mean, but he has no leverage though. What is he gonna do? Say he don't want to play? I mean,
no, let
he
me
could
ask you a
say his
question.
hamstring hurt and nothing happens to him financially.
Laurel, this is another question I'm gonna ask you, and I'm talking to you as a friend, bro, not as some as clown fan. I'm talking to you as a friend. That's no offense to anybody on the panel. I'm talking to you as a friend, bro. Here it is. If they get something like from anyone, like they get a low, like let's say they trade him to the Redskins, and you just got the 19th pick and a second and a fifth, how pissed off you would be? No, I'm dead serious.
well,
No, I'm being honest, bro. I'm not kidding around.
seeing how that's a fantasy land deal or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that'll happen, but if it did happen, I mean, there's nothing I could do. I mean, I'll just be in the shoes of guys like you and guys who like basically cellar dwellers for the last 15, 20 years. I mean, I'll just be like you, man. I'll be one of you guys.
You won't go to Dallas? You won't go to Dallas?
Nah, probably no. I'll just have a sorry ass team. I'll just have a sorry ass team, sorry ass quarterback, and then what the hell can I do?
All right, let me reverse it. The Jets give you the 2nd, the 12th, and the 23rd. How happy would you be?
I wouldn't be happy at all.
You wouldn't be happy even? You control the draft?
Nope.
Wow. Give Laurel credit, bro. He's a true fan. I love him, even though he hurt me. Even though he hurt me the other night, I love him, and he's gonna stay to his guns. He wants a king's ransom. I don't blame him. If I'm getting the 25-year-old superstar, leader of men, which Deshaun Watson is, I would want king's ransom too. I'm being honest. Laurel, you're right.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I agree on that.
I want a king's ransom too, bro.
Yeah, as a sports critic, yes, I agree.
I would want a king's ransom, bro.
I want it all. Right. Yeah. I agree on him. I agree.
I agree with that too. I want a king's ransom, bro. But T Fug's in the building, my brother. And
you know what? Let me ask you a question. You like asking all these questions. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You woke up tomorrow and found out that you guys gave us your first 3 rounds, all 6 of those, and your best cornerback. how happy would you be as a Miami Dolphins fan?
I will be happy.
You'd be happy if you gave us all that.
I would be, yeah. Because I know for the next decade, I will have a leader of men leading us on the field every Sunday. Now,
Hey, man,
the problem will be, Laura, is we're going to have to, and you're going to love what I'm about to say, so get ready to laugh. I don't trust that SOB finding me talent. Are you serious? We have to scramble for talent. If we gave all of that, I'll be happy with it. But on the other hand, I'm saying, do I trust this MF to find me some talent to put on my defense in a running game? That would be my question.
Hey, bro, look.
Yeah.
If you had Deshaun Watson on your team this year, do you know where you guys could have went? I mean, that's the thing about it. He's going to make your team better all around. So
and
make
you know
your
what?
team better. He will get you to the playoffs on his own with Devontae Parker.
All right, let me ask you a question. If you keep him, I know you're going to be happy. I don't blame you. I don't blame the city of Houston because I know how much they love this man. My question to you is, do you trust Cesario to get you talent?
Nope. Nope. I don't see where all the talent is in New England, first of all.
You're right about that. You're right.
I don't see it, bro. I mean, I
don't see it either. I agree. I don't see it. I agree with that. I don't see it. Fred Ward, what's up, bro? You want to come up? Come up.
I think if Watson comes out and, he says he's staying in Houston, Houston will get a little bit more respect and players will want to go over there and play.
I totally agree, but they don't have cap space. That's the problem. And they don't have picks. Miami has their picks.
They don't have draft capital.
You need, to me, to get to the top.
They won't be able to build through the draft.
To me, that's the problem.
Little cheap guys and try to, depend on Watson's abilities.
That's true. That's true. But the way players talk about that franchise, like Andre Johnson was very revered. You think players will really, and J.J. Watt just walked out. You think players are going to go there now?
If people don't see that Houston is done with Watson, with J.J. walking out, with Andre opening up his mouth.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's an image problem.
I'm like, that's why I'm going to stay with my word, Mace. It's not going to be what Lara wants. We can't disagree and say he is not worth that. But when these days, when players have opened up their mouths and said they want out or went against the organization, they have been shipped out for peanuts, whether they are elite or not. And it's not the only team that's happened to. I can name plenty players.
Well, Laura, let me say this to you as a friend.
When else can you name one time in the NFL? That shit can fly in the NBA because the players run that league, right? But I don't remember one time.
To a quarterback? The quarterback
in the NFL, I don't remember one time that, you know what? Let's leave it at quarterback. Yeah. I can't remember.
It's never happened.
It's never happened.
No.
It's never happened.
But elite players have gone out because they opened up their mouths.
Yeah, but this is quarterback, though.
Yeah, but it's a team sport, right?
Not really. Quarterback sells the tickets.
I agree with that. Quarterback wins the games too. They win and lose them.
Depends.
No, the quarterback wins and loses the game.
Look what the Dolphins did this year. Defense won games.
Defense won. Yep, I agree with that too.
All I'm saying is this, and this is my boy here, even though he sold me out the other night. People still talking about that, by the way, Lau. Anyway, I would like to see Watson stay for him because Lau don't know how much he means to me. He doesn't realize it. But when
Lau just wants a sport debate. That's what we love.
When Lau the other night, when you wasn't here for that drama that happened the last 10 minutes of my show, our show, a lot of people is disappointed because people know how I feel about Lau. And if Watson stays, I know Lau's going to be happy. He'll take his 3 wins and be happy. Wouldn't you, Lau?
No.
You wouldn't be
Hey,
happy if Watson stays and you go 3-13, get the number 1 pick next year?
I mean, the thing is that's cool, but I don't want a guy here if he doesn't want to be here. I mean, that is fine and dandy.
You
We can
sound like
keep
the
him.
Minka Dolphin fans.
We can keep him, but what's going to happen next year? He's going to want out. What's going to happen the year after that? Because we're not going to win this next year. We're not going to win, bro. We are not going to win. I mean, the division is up. We can't compete with anybody in the division now. I mean,
No,
so
they can't.
Watson.
Even with Watson, they can't. No, I
with
agree with
Watson,
him.
they have a chance.
They have no shot.
No. Mm-mm.
That window was closed today with the trade today. Oh, really? The robbery today would not. They didn't need a gun or a mask to rob them today.
Yeah.
They did it the old ghetto way.
If
They snatched. They
No,
They
can
can
we
pay
say
little
Pep?
veterans like Albert Wilson, coming back if he gets cut. They could pay some receivers cheap deals, some running backs that are going to get cut cheap deals, 1-year deals to try to compete until they start getting some draft capitals. And that's just the way they'll do it. But I don't think they'll just be out of the loop. That's I'm telling you, if Watson stays, Houston, will be in the they won't go 3-13. That's all I'm saying.
You really believe they're going to beat Indianapolis and Tennessee?
At least one time each. Those are
You're nuts, bro. You're nuts, bro.
They'll split.
You're nuts if you believe that, bro.
If I'm Houston, I'm taking the Panthers deal, man.
Yes,
the second best running back in the league, and you pair him with David Johnson. You got 2 of the best running backs in the league, and then you go draft a quarterback like Justin Fields. He can hold on. He can make that offense all right. We signed Will Fuller and so, huh?
You talking about the injured David Johnson?
I heard that if Carolina gets
he's the second running back. If you get McCaffrey,
and you can put both of them on the field at the same time.
No, you're not going to do that. You're going to run. You're going to keep both of them healthy.
Yeah,
you can put both of them running backs at the same time. You can put McCaffrey out wide, at receiver in the slot, and David Johnson in the backfield.
McCaffrey's going to Houston, bro. He ain't going to be there if they get Watson. He's gone.
Right, he's gone.
Right. You guys were talking about
Watson going to Carolina. Watson might be going to Carolina.
That's what I think.
And I would do that. And then I get 3 first-round picks.
I think the Jets and Carolina are in the driver's seat. It's like a NASCAR race. They're tailing one another.
The problem with the Jets is they don't want Aaron. They don't want their quarterback.
The Niners will take them. The Niners will take them. The Niners will take them because that was the big story. Like I said, Kyle Shanahan wants them. And remember who's the coach of the Niners right now? The Jets right now is Robert Saleh. They'll work that out. They'll give him the 12th pick for Donald.
Yes. Hey, but you get one of the best running backs in the league. They're going to take the Carolina deal. Watch.
They could, but
I get 3 first-round picks for the next 3 years. I'm set with first-round picks because Miami's robbed me. I just got my pick back because Carolina got the 8th pick in this draft. They could get Justin Fields. He's a good quarterback.
Here you go.
And now you got the future. I could develop a name now. He could be the next Deshaun Watson.
And yes, big time. I will take that bet. A C note on Tua and Wentz. I'll take that $100 bet for you, my friend.
I'm hearing Tua might be getting Aaron Jones, the running back Aaron Jones from Green Bay.
I'll take that $30 bet with you, Church. Here you go. Carolina's right here.
Carson Wentz used to be in my division. I know him I scouted him a lot. He's not as hyped up as y'all keep putting him in. He don't throw it to receivers. He like throwing the running backs and tight ends.
Okay.
Carolina's right here. The Jets are right here, right on their tail. And then Miami's right here. That's the race right now.
I don't think Miami gonna get that because I don't see y'all offering all y'all picks. I think y'all still focus on let me get this line Sewell, Faldial.
I see Sewell.
Faldial.
Yeah.
That's what y'all want. Y'all with y'all first round pick, Sewell.
I agree. I totally
That's
agree.
crazy, bro. If the Dolphins let the Jets get Watson,
He's not going to the
y'all
Jets. I'm
keep talking.
telling you,
Y'all
he's not
keep
going to the
talking, bro.
Jets.
I'm talking to myself right now.
Okay. But
The
I
Jets
still
ain't doing
say,
nothing but sit on their ass all day.
Pete, let me tell you this right now. Because Greer, a couple of weeks ago, said the third pick is in play. He trades with Carolina. You know you're not getting Watson.
Yep.
He
Laro,
trades
come
for
back, bro.
he trades for Carolina. He maybe gets more capital to trade and give up even more picks for Watson.
I don't see that happening. He trades with Carolina and gets that second and third pick from Carolina, the first three picks.
What if Carolina offers us Christian McCaffrey and the 8th pick for our 3rd pick?
No, Miami would definitely take that.
Miami will take it. I'll take it too.
But you're not going to get. But you're not going to get Watson though. He's going to Carolina.
Hold on, we could use
Right.
the 8th pick, the 18th pick, Xavier Howard, Tua, and get Watson.
So why would you destroy your team like that?
Facts.
Just to do that.
You're not destroying the team. You upgraded.
You're giving up too much for one player.
You got more capital by trading back. You're giving up the 8th pick now, the 18th pick. That's 2 first-round picks. You're giving up Xavier Howard, who is
but you don't understand what I mean. You're giving up all that for unproven commodity. I don't know if he could be a bust.
A lot of people agree with him, by the way. Seriously, a lot of people don't think Watson's all that. I think he's all that in the bag of chips.
No, I like Watson as much as I like Dak Prescott. So I think he's good. I'm just saying, why would you make your defense suffer just to upgrade your offense a little bit? You remember, y'all was 10-6 already.
I get the feeling
so y'all was good enough.
I get the feeling we will not see Pete nowhere near my draft on draft day. I think Pete would be so. I know Pete would be so disappointed, bro, if Tua is the starting quarterback in September. I can hear it now.
Tua is a good quarterback.
No.
Tua is a good quarterback.
If Tua is a good quarterback. It's the quarterback competition we go in. I don't mind if this franchise, they try, because sometimes we got to really think about it. It's bigger than X's and O's. They're gonna try to. They try to save him, and he's the number 1 jersey seller, and he's so they're gonna try to grind it and build it.
Here's what's happening.
Give me a good backup quarterback.
Hold on. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. A couple weeks ago, went under the radar. I picked that shit up right away. When Stephen Ross said that Flores and Greer is their draft. The media in Miami know why he did that. I know why he did that. Because he was the ass clown who forced them to take Tua. And he's so upset right now, he don't want to be around. Why? Because he knows.
Stop making this black young man looking like a villain. He's not black, by the way.
He's Asian, bro. He's not black.
Being smart. I was being a dick.
Here it is.
Why y'all making him like a villain? Like, he's not bad. I see.
No, it's not me. It's Dolphin fans who really believed that he was going to be like Justin Herbert.
You remember? What's the quarterback that came? Christian Hackenberg and all them.
Yeah, those boys.
They was
why would you mention these guys to a Dolphin fan right up here right now?
Mace, what was the score against the Bengals?
I think it was like 30 something to like. No, I remember it now. It was 23-10.
You remember that game?
Say that again?
No.
It's the NFL. They are professional. Every team get a chance to win, bro.
You see, the
thing is, blown out by some horrible teams.
It's not the point.
It was a Joe Burrow-less Bengals team.
That's true.
It was in Week 12. A lot of the Bengals were out missing. It was a lot of backups. And Tua on 3rd down The only first down was through a run. He was 0 for 9 on third down.
So what?
Against
So
the
what
Cincinnati
teams don't
Bengals.
have their
The
struggles?
Dolphins went 1 and 10.
Here's
So
the
what teams don't
problem,
have their
Church.
struggles, bro?
Church, here's the problem. Fans were misled. They thought this guy was going to be like the year Justin Herbert had, and he was nowhere near. That's why fans are
What
angry.
was Justin Herbert? Hold on. What was Justin Herbert record?
So you
7-9.
So,
Okay, then your quarterback got you 10-6. So what did you complain for?
Yeah, but Fitzpatrick
no,
won half those games.
no. Because
Ryan
our
Fitzpatrick
quarterback
won
didn't
half those
get us
games.
to 10-6.
It was the defense that got us to 10-6.
Yes.
It's still the quarterback got to do his job to maintain the
What,
offense. Am I
what
right?
happened?
Am I
What
wrong?
happened in
That
the
had a
last
hard
game of the
one
year?
as quarterback.
Hold on, I got this one. What happened the last game of the year, Ty Church, in Buffalo when they needed that win to win the division? What did
And
I
do
mean?
you
I
really,
mean, to make the playoffs.
do you really think they was going to beat Buffalo?
I
Y'all
didn't
too
think
young.
so.
Y'all
But the
had
And you
fans.
see-
experience to get into the playoffs. That was a playoff game today.
Ryan Fitzpatrick week 2 almost beat Buffalo if it wasn't for that late interception.
And this is like I say again. Into that last game of the season was a playoff game for Buffalo. Buffalo got way more experience in the playoff than y'all coach right now.
Let me ask you a question. Petit Fug, my boy in the manosphere, our boy Church, and underrated one. He says he'll take Tua over Wentz. Okay.
I will too.
Wow.
Obviously, the Dolphins organization believes the same thing.
You
because that
take
was a
Tua
cheap deal.
over Wentz?
Why you think the Eagles did that trade? Y'all think it's dumb? No, they got rid of him because he's not good. He's injured prone.
That's not true.
He don't throw it to receivers.
He wants out. He wanted out.
Listen to all the receivers complain. They know what's going on. He don't throw it to receivers.
Okay.
Outside Jeffries, Deshaun Jackson,
you
all
sound
the
like
receivers
me.
complain about that guy.
All right. Let me
All
say
right,
this.
hey, T.Y., so
I'm a Cowboys fan, so I know that's my
hold
rival.
on,
I had to
one
watch
second,
him on
underrated.
that.
So let me ask you, you see why when I sit here and complain about Tua, you know who else going against Tua? His own players in the locker room complaining
That's true.
about him.
Yep.
His own single player.
Look.
And you know, people forget this guy missed the game for a jammed thumb. Didn't Wentz play with broken ribs?
I
and
agree
stuff?
with you. I agree with you. That was his knock in coming out of college. They said he wasn't a vocal leader. That's what they said when he was coming out of college. Like they didn't know. They said he failed the interview part of the test Tua did.
He got.
They say
he got 6 in the run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He failed the interview part, and they said he got 6 on that. They said he was like sounded like he a little soft. Not to say he's soft.
Okay.
That's what they say.
Petit, why don't you come up? I'll give you the link.
They did say that about Tua. They say he's soft.
They said
But
that
this fan base thought I was trying them when I told them that my vision for Tua, this is his max ceiling. You got people out here comparing him to Steve Young and whatnot. Wow. I didn't really see those guys.
Underrated one. Go ahead, bro.
I think his max ceiling, his top of the line ever will be like a Jeff Garcia. Maybe give you 2, max 3 seasons out of 10, 11, 12 seasons played that were, good seasons, but the rest will be dumbfire.
Yeah, listen. Let me say this, though.
All yours, underrated. All yours.
I keep on hearing, not from you, Ty, that he better than Wentz. And I'm going to keep on saying this and say it again. You can say that Philly did not like Wentz. All right, I give you that. You said the players don't like when he play hard. But I'm going to tell you one thing.
They say he's soft. He's fragile.
All right, we're going to say he's soft. But you know what happened? He couldn't be all that soft if Indianapolis got him, and they got him cheap. They got him very cheap. They have pimped. Let me tell you, they have pimped the Eagles. And you know what's going to happen? His career is going to be revived. It's going to be revived very quickly.
Do you know why it's going to be revived? Because you know who their backup quarterback is?
No.
The boy Brissett. He got somebody to take his spot.
Brissett's gone. He's an unrestricted free agent.
He's gone. He's finished.
I could see Brissett going to Miami because I don't.
But you know why? No, they said the Eagles got rid of him because Carson Wentz got a mental problem. No offense, but they say he's like arrogant.
He is arrogant. Yes,
They say
very
he's
arrogant.
arrogant. He's uncoachable.
Go ahead, underrated one. I'm gonna put my boy
And I'm
Batia up.
saying, all right, but all right, quarterback got to be kind of arrogant and egotistical. That's they want to feel that they the leader of the team. But like I said again, and please understand what I'm saying. Wentz is going to be okay.
I do agree with
No, I agree with you on this.
Frank Watts is going to fix it. They got this is what I'm trying to. This is what I'm saying. He got to run the game. Now I'm gonna keep on repeating this. Keep repeating this. Only Wentz could throw 20 or 25 times in the game. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to have. I'm going to tell you, the wide receivers. You got the tight end. It's going to be fun because you cannot. Because see, last year
playing indoors too.
And playing indoors too. When they get to play against Indianapolis, you know what happened last year? They used to put 7 to stop the run. With Carson Wentz, you cannot do it no more.
I listen. I agree with you because the team captain already put out a statement. You seen his statement?
Yeah, I saw it. And this is
He
the
said,
coach.
I don't want nobody that ain't came here to play.
This is a coach that this is before he said one word about the trade. Look how happy he is.
Because he happy.
Look, like Star P said this morning, the man, I said he was on the Bunny Ranch, and Star P said he had all the head game that he never dreamt of. Look how happy this man is.
Yeah, but you heard what the leader said. He sent the head coach sent the leader to go set the tone. Yo, we ain't come over here to be all that egotistical maniac. We ain't need that. We came here to win.
But T, what's up, my brother? How are you?
But I'm only saying for Tua, if Miami get a running game,
dropped off.
Tua will be very, very good.
Again, I want to say this for Pete, so Pete can smile a little bit. I know Pete's like shaking his head. I don't think a franchise who loves their quarterback would let him get humiliated by the national media 2 weeks ago in the media week at the Super Bowl like Tua did, and they let him out to fry. If that was my franchise quarterback, my PR guy would say, get out of here. We're not doing no more interviews. Instead, they let him fry.
You know why the Bears did? It's a money trick. You know why they let him fry?
They defended it. They just came out lying.
But guess what?
We never offered anything.
Tua generate a lot of money for Miami Dolphins.
Trubisky's face at least a little.
And it won't be like that no more because the owner said, let you guys run the draft this year. I'm staying out of it. You know why? Because that fucking ass clown wanted this goddamn quarterback who I don't think is all that bad. I don't. But he is not a franchise quarterback. But T, you ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, baby. Let me hear why you think Tua is better than Wentz. And again, welcome back, bro. You know how I feel about you.
And I agree with you, by the way. I agree with Senna.
Can we hear from the man? Go ahead,
Peace
bro.
to the panel. What's up, yo?
Peace to you, my brother. You know how I feel about you. Crystal clear.
Great. So, I'm here in Indy, and I've been munching on this trade all day. And pluses and minuses, right? And then I'll get to the Tua thing. I'll get to the Tua thing in a second. But plus and minus about the trade. We got them on a cheat, right?
That's right.
A third pick, a second round pick that possibly could be a first round pick if we go to playoffs and he's playing. I think he has to play like 70 or 75% of the snaps.
Yeah, that's 13 games.
13 games, right?
Yeah, about 13 games.
Which is a lot.
Yes,
when it comes to him, because he's injury problems, inconsistency as playing as far as playing.
You don't think? Let me ask you a question, my friend.
Go ahead.
You don't think he'll be the most highest motivated player in the NFL going to training camp this year in the NFL?
Motivation. I mean, I don't know. He possibly, but who cares about motivation if you can't play?
It does matter because if you're Because if your starting quarterback is motivated, it's going to rub off on the rest of the team.
But if he
But
stinks,
I'm going to see. I see his point right there. We care about motivation when your health is not correct. You can be motivated all you want, but if you injured, you injured.
Okay, fine. Can my boy talk?
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
There. It's okay. It's okay, Church. It's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, stay here. Yeah, continue. Well, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
You're a Colts fan, right?
Sure.
You don't believe you have the best front seven in football? Young front seven?
On defense?
Yes, front seven, yes.
Let's see. We need a pass rusher on the edge, edge rusher. Houston's good for us.
Yeah,
but he's on his last.
Next, yeah, I agree with that.
The train's about to head out for him.
Don't you think keeping your first and second round picks this year, and you have cap space? You got cap space that you could fulfill your needs with your. What's your GM name again? Grayson. That's his name.
Grigson was years ago.
The kid of now. What's his name?
This one's a guy from Kansas City.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta think about it because my buddy coaches and he does right now. They're doing camps, and he just matter of fact he told us today he coached his son Ballard. His name is Ballard. He coached his son at the camp last night. He goes to the high school. He's a high school quarterback.
Let me say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is me and Undefeated One's opinion.
Okay.
We both agree and believe. I'll tell you an irony. Want me to tell the story again, Undefeated One?
Underrated? Yeah.
The story. Underrated one. Sorry. Brother, trust me, I'm old. Okay? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm losing my mind already at our age. This morning, I came on the air. I talked about Ben Roethlisberger. I talked about Deshaun Watson. My brother comes up here, underrated one. Well, he jumped in. We talked about it. And then I said, I want to see what the Colts do at quarterback. Because if they get Carson Wentz, to me, they're the team to beat in the AFC. Because they have the best front seven. They got the best young offensive line. And the kid, Quentin Martin, to me, has already got his jacket sized up for Canton.
Yeah, Nelson, yeah.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson, yeah. Sorry about that. And then an hour later, the trade went down. And me and Underrated One was laughing all day on my morning show, saying that they listened to us and they made the deal. True story. Yeah. You can look it up. That would be show number 209.
209.
Yeah. and you know what? Let me say this. When Mate asked me, said, I want to ask you this question. And then it's like in this on putting your sports thinking hat. If they get the wins, do you think they go to AFC? And I said I tell them, Mace, I don't know how I said it, but what I'm saying is the way like this.
We both agreed. There you go.
We both agreed, and I'm saying they get wins. With Wrench, you gotta understand, head coach / offensive coordinator, running game, front seven, stay healthy to wins.
Yeah.
AFC going through them. Yeah. And that was an hour and a half
before the trade went down.
Before the trade.
You listen to it. You won't believe it. It happened.
That's right. What happened?
Ty Church, come back here, bro. Ty Church broke it. And then when I clicked on my TV, there it was. Wow. And NFL Network was live.
Let me say this. We lost Anthony Costanzo, our left tackle, for what was he with us for 12 years, or was he with us for 13 years? Well, anyway, our left tackle, we lost him. He retired.
They already got you taking the kid from Virginia Tech. They talked to the coach today.
We got to.
Yeah, they said that they just think that they agree with us, the NFL Network.
Yep.
I have never seen a team, and their odds, by the way, to get to the Super Bowl and win it has gone up astronomically tonight.
See, and that's the thing. Wentz, I got to go back to Wentz. Okay, so if we get our offensive line solidified and we can get back to running the ball,
That you should.
I think if Frank Reich, the head coach, can get back into his head, Wentz's head, and chill him out.
I'll show it to you again, my friend. I'll show you the picture again.
Broken. Right now, Wentz is broken. And let me get the tour real quick.
Okay.
Wentz is broken. We know what he is right now. We know what he. Right now, you don't know who Tua is. You've seen flashes. You didn't see enough, but he has potential. You got to understand. This offseason, he'll have a full offseason. He can practice because it's hip, and then he'll have a preseason. He has potential to get it together. Once he may be serviceable, but he ain't not gonna ever be rocks out. And then another thing, his contract is god awful.
He got his money up front.
Oh my god,
he got his money up front. By the way, you know that Carson Wentz the next 2 years is only going to cost $15.4 million. You do know that, right?
For us?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This is your coach. Look at the picture.
Yes.
That's your coach today before he even said a word. Look how happy he is, bro.
That smile on his face.
Let me tell you, Fatigue, no joke. NFL Network
was laughing.
I've never seen Mike Garafolo, Balisaro, and the host. They were laughing so hard they couldn't contain it, bro.
Wow.
This is the greatest heist in the history of the NFL.
So let me ask you a question, brother. What's your name? The one it's a Colts fan?
Petit.
Yeah.
Petit. This is the number one grind. And I'm telling you, I'm originally from New York, but I'm gonna tell you as a sports critic. I am very happy for y'all. Let me tell you why. Because you ride on a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You just polish it up a little bit, add a little this, little that, and you gotta understand what, as you already know, you still got the first you got the 20 first two picks.
Exactly.
You can and the second pick you can go offense or defense. I'm just saying, good luck. I'm telling you,
you win the Super Bowl this year,
so
my friend.
happy for no. Yeah,
I'm gonna get back to Pete in a second.
AFC is gonna go through y'all.
Yeah, it's going for Indianapolis, no matter what anybody does, unless Miami gets Watson for a cheaper price. If that happens, then you're gonna have competition.
That's the only thing I could say. Now, I'm gonna say a few things. I'm gonna get off. Now, Jets, I want Watson, but at the same time, Russell Wilson could be a consolation prize. And all I could say, go Jets, go Jets, go Jets.
There you go.
Yo, bro, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, bro. Yo, a peace to everybody.
Yo, I got you. Yo, I'll see you Tuesday morning, bro. Monday night, bro. Oh, you could come back tomorrow night, bro. I'll be back around 7:15. All right.
Okay, got you. All right.
Love
peace
you, man.
to you and your family.
You too, bro. You too. I love you, bro.
Right.
The great, underrated one, man. You too, man. The underrated grinder. That's right. 'Cause that man's about to hit the 2,000 subscribe mark, and no one talks about it. Good for him. But T, back to you, bro. I'm gonna go back to Pete. But T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back to you. You do know you're the favorites right now in the AFC. You do know that, right?
I didn't know that.
You are now. You do know, and this is the sad
Wait a minute, behind KC? In front of KC?
No one cares about KC. I'm being serious here. You do know that was the fleece of the century, what you guys did today, right? You do know that, right?
I don't know that. I don't know that because
everybody was laughing. He'll be fine in Indianapolis, trust me. It was so comical this morning on the NFL Network. They couldn't contain the laughter, bro. They were laughing on the air. ESPN, I forgot who their football guy was. He was laughing, bro. This is, to me, potentially the worst trade in the history of the sport.
Well,
here was a team this morning. When I came on the air at 10:30 Eastern time, I came on the air, and that man who just left came up to be my co-host. And I said it to him. I want to see what Indy does. because if Indy wins, the road to the AFC goes through Indianapolis. I don't think Miami better go get Watson because they don't. No one's beating Indianapolis.
Let me ask you this question then.
Yes.
We supposedly, in theory, fleeced Philadelphia.
Yes.
Okay. If we won the bid for them, what was the other offers? And what does that mean? And what does that mean that we wanted with what we wanted for?
Tells you this, and I'm gonna be honest. They didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
They said before they left, he was very arrogant, and he was. Brothers in the locker room didn't like him.
Exactly.
Now he's getting humbled because Darius Leonard came out today and let him know this is his team, not Carson Wentz. Darius Leonard and the defense and the offensive line, and they're correct about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say it again. He will be the most motivated player in the NFL, along with Tungala over wherever he goes or he stays in Miami, and then Jared Goff. But I think by far number one is Carson Wentz, and I think guys like EM said he don't know yet. Big Time is taking me on that $100. I think he is going to have a monster year in Indianapolis. I think the Colts are going to be one of those teams that, wow. I have a buddy who's a Colts fan.
You got to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Hilton is a free agent. Who's he going to throw to?
The Pittman look good to me. Who's number 14?
Pascal.
He's clutch.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I watch the Colts. I watch everybody, man.
Mm-hmm.
They can get a receiver anytime they want. And I know you're taking a back seat about this. I don't blame you. You're taking the wait and see approach. I don't blame you. Fred Ward, what's up, bro? Well, the link is in the room in the chat if you want to come up. But I just believe, bro, that this is Indy's time, bro.
I hope you're right. I hope you are right.
This is their time. They deserve it, bro. And let me also say this to you, and then I'm going to get Pete up here back for Deshaun Watson. So, Pete, don't leave. I don't want to hear complaints because you went from Jim Harbaugh to Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. You had a stopgap with Jacoby, Phillip Rivers, and now you got this guy. That's going to give you 30 years of quarterback play.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. As a Colt fan, enjoy it. And you got him for nothing. Enjoy it. Pete! Yo, Pete! I'll wait for Pete to come back and talk to him about Watson in Miami. That's all he wants is Watson in Miami. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Pete, when you hear this, come back up. Underrated Darkness, underrated one was outstanding tonight. Subscribe to his channel. He's near 2,000 subscribes. Great for him. Congratulations. Look at your coach right there. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Everybody hit that like and subscribe button. This is a man, before he even said a word, I won the Powerball and Mega Millions combined. Indianapolis fans tonight are celebrating. Bob Kravitz said what I said, this could be the greatest heist in the history of the sport. And if it is, as much as I love Howie Roseman, he'll be next to go in Philadelphia. Oh, Petit dropped off. I hope he came back. He comes back. Pete, you there, bro? Pete's not back yet. Boy, it's early tonight. Pittsburgh up 4-1. The Islanders. All right, Petit's back. Petit, I got you. Give me a second. Mr. Miami, I love you, brother. What's up? What's up, my brother? Coach Mason. I love you, brother. You know I love you, Mr. Miami. Petit.
Yes, sir.
Again, getting back to your coach. Look how happy he is in that picture, bro.
Yeah, he got a smile on him.
What do you think about Bob Kravitz of the Indy Star? You know who he is. You read him sometimes.
Yeah.
Saying this is one of the greatest, probably the greatest heist in the history of the sport.
We saying that because we thought we would probably have to give up more of that. You saw what happened with golf between golf and Stratford, and I mean Stratford. He didn't win a playoff game. He didn't take nobody to the daggone Super Bowl, and they
I think the Rams gave up too much.
Too much. Like
I would give up Jared Goff, and that's it.
Yeah, straight up.
That's
straight
fair.
up.
Yeah,
they're almost essentially almost the same. I don't know. Stratford, you give him a little bit more, but at the same time, what Stafford he doesn't win you the game. He put up numbers on a bad team. What are you gonna do?
You want to make a bet that as soon as that man got a quiet moment alone, he had a 6-pack of 12-ounce Heinekens and smoking a cigar.
No, that's for sure.
It's incredible. Yeah. If you did not hear this happened about 11:30 Eastern time. The heist, the fleecing of the century, and the Colts didn't need a mask or a gun. They got their franchise quarterback for a 3rd-round pick, folks. That's right, a 3rd-round pick.
That was surprising.
That was stunning. That was stunning. And I told my audience this morning what they gave up. They didn't believe me. And when everybody verified, they said, "You got to be effing kidding." And we were laughing at the Eagles all day long.
Mace.
Yes.
I was talking to my buddies 2 days ago, and we were kind of speculating maybe we go for Darnold because the Darnold might be cheaper. And Darnold possibly could have more upside because he's still young. He was on a terrible team. He terrible line. Coaching staff was abysmal. So he may be a better prospect to go for. He may be cheaper. He's still on his rookie deal.
Yep.
If you don't like him, he got 2 more years left. If you don't like him, okay, move on.
Move on. Now
and here's a good thing. And here's a good thing about the Wentz trade, though. We have the quarterback Eason from we drafted him from out of Washington.
That's Bo Eason's kid, by the way. Tony Eason's nephew.
Yeah. That makes sense then. We got him, right? Yes, and we may want to give him a look. We may want to give him a look-see. And Wentz is just, if he's good enough, then...
he's good enough. Trust me. Yeah. Think Indianapolis, folks. What you just saw this morning, that was signing the Chiefs' death certificate this morning. Chiefs are done, folks. Everyone told me up here all year long they wasn't going to repeat. I didn't believe it. They did.
With the Chiefs, though?
Colts, bro. Wow.
We need to shore up our defensive backs.
You'll do that. Trust me. You'll do that.
We need an edge rusher.
You'll do that.
We need an offensive line and we need receiver.
I don't know about offensive line. They look that. Yeah, you have to replace Constanzo. Maybe Constanzo comes back now that you got Carson Wentz.
Well, he almost retired last year. Then they talked to him to 1 more year.
All right, let him go. You get the kid from Virginia Tech. You got the 21st pick. Move up with Miami free spots. Miami will give you this. Give us this like Carolina. Just give us your second. Give us you don't got a 3rd. Give us a 2 next year, bro.
Along with the 21st pick. I think we give. Don't we give them our 2 next year?
If he plays 13 games, it turns into a 1. I would do it because he'll be picking last. What the hell does it matter to you? What the hell does it matter to you, bro? Seriously, I'm not talking shit to you. I'm talking reality, bro. I've been on this team the last 4 years. I really believe they could have won with Jacoby Brissett. People laughed at me, and they didn't because they broke down that year, that game in Pittsburgh, where you had that 24-7 lead and you collapsed. That's when the Colts collapsed.
Yeah.
They had that 24-7 lead in Pittsburgh. They were spanking the Steelers in Pittsburgh. I saw that game, bro. You think I just watched Dolphins, bro? I look around the league, bro.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you have to. You want a top-notch, show over
I appreciate that, bro. And I appreciate that, man. It's like I said, me and Laurel had a disagreement the other night, and we were going our own ways.
Yeah.
And it hurt me because I love Laurel. I love him like a brother.
Yeah.
And I told him, Laurel, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Be patient with me. Let me tell you, my last couple of shows have been fire, bro. Even I admit that. And I'm not a braggart. I don't pat myself in the back. I do my work. I grind. I put in the hours.
You building this thing over here.
Yes, I appreciate that, my brother. And I kept telling people, Buffalo was a juggernaut. I told people the Colts with Phillip Rivers can't win it. They gave the game away in Buffalo. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But right now, where it stands, it goes for Indianapolis. And Buffalo can talk all they want. They do go back to Buffalo this year, the rematch. You do know that, right? Up in Orchard Park.
We go up there earlier.
I don't know the schedule. The schedule that haven't came out yet.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. But hopefully we go out there earlier. I don't want to go out there in November.
That'll probably be a Sunday night game. You know, Buffalo is a good team, bro. The Buffalo is them and J.J. Watt, just to let you know. I mentioned this is one. They're smitten together.
Buffalo shows you what happens when you have a true number one receiver.
Yes, Stephon Diggs, yes.
Stephon Diggs has helped Allen out so much this year. It's not even close.
I said it, bro. I said it back in the chat rooms in the manosphere when I was asking guys questions, who teams you like and everything to set this up. And I told people Buffalo is a juggernaut. I got laughed at. Star P rode that into the championship game. Star Platinum, shout out to him. Hello Factory. Right now, be honest with me as a Colt fan. How do you feel, bro? That you're the team to beat in the AFC. How do you feel?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm more critical of the team than everybody else. I know our deficiencies are. We needed to be more consistent. Games when we should have won, like the Pittsburgh and the Bills game. There was times where we should have ran the ball and we didn't. We should have got back to the run the ball. We can't allow Phillip Rivers to throw the ball all over the place. Not with that arm. Not at his age. It's not going to happen. We need as a defense. I like our front four. I like our front seven.
I love your back end. You can fix that. I love your front seven.
Oh my goodness, the back end. We try to show up our cornerback. The year before that, we drafted the corner from Temple, and he just hasn't come along in the scheme that we have, the way we need him to. Yeah. So we need to address that again, somehow, some way.
Buffalo.
I don't know if that's free agency again. We got old dude from Minnesota. What is it?
Yeah, I know you talk about the DB. Yeah, he used to get toasted in Minnesota, but he played well for you.
He played well for us. Yeah, exactly. New scenery. He was solid for us.
Yeah, folks, if you know what we were talking about, my man Petit, who I don't really talk too much. I just say what's up to him every time I cross paths with him in chat rooms. Man, he's a big Colt fan, Pacer fan, and tonight's about the Colts, folks. They had the greatest fleecing in the history of the sport. Everyone's laughing at Philly, and I hate to say it, Howie Roseman, you got fleeced today. You got fleeced. That's all to it. You got fleeced.
Well, wait a minute. Put your okay. You be GM. You be the GM of the Philadelphia right now.
Okay.
What do you do with the radioactive? He's radioactive in your locker room.
Give me the 21st pick. I'll do the same deal. I won't make the pick conditional. It'll be a third next year and a first. I'm happy with that. I'm gone. Give me that, and I'm gone.
The Colts say no.
I think the Colts would have said yes. Because all you're doing is giving up a first this year, which is 21, and a third next year. Really? For a top flight quarterback?
Is he a top flight? He lost his position
to me, he is.
Quarterback.
To me, he is.
He lost the position to a rookie quarterback, and he's been injured all over the place. He's been erratic as a passer when he's in there, and in the locker room, he's like you said. There may be people that don't like him.
Yeah, I think your middle linebacker today, let him know. I'm talking about Wentz. This is my locker room, and you better come to work. That's exactly what he said. You better come to work.
That doesn't sound good.
No,
it sounds good. Yeah,
that's good.
It sounds good. Yeah, that's good because it's about culture. It's about culture.
Yeah,
You're coming into this culture.
Forget
all that you did over there in Philadelphia.
Ain't gonna happen in Indianapolis.
Don't bring that here.
Exactly. Darius Leonard, we'll check him. I think Darius Leonard will kick his ass over the locker room if something happens.
But do you want your lead quarterback to be somebody that you have to kick their ass?
No, you don't get what I'm saying. I know what you're saying. What I'm trying to tell you is right. He's gonna have a different attitude in Indianapolis because the brothers like Darius Leonard and your nose tackle and those guys are gonna keep him in check. They're checking him right now before he even walks into the building. Okay? That's what leaders do. The other day I was up here and I was roasting a guy because he was mocking me about black men media. And I had to roast him on Tuesday. You know how much respect I've gotten the last week since I did that show with Roger and BGS up here last Thursday, 12 and a half hours, bro. And then I did a roasting. You know how many people in the manosphere gain respect for me, bro? And I appreciate it. But what I let people know is don't F with me, bro. People know it now. And they have gained more respect, and I appreciate it. Okay? Getting back to this, because this is important to us. Because in my room and our platform, it's about us. It's not about me. Leonard checked him. That's what you do. He's letting them know that the brothers in the room run the room.
They respect that.
You think what's my brother name again? The big offensive guard from Notre Dame?
Nelson, Quentin.
Okay. You think Wentz is going to say something to Quentin Nelson, bro? Come on. Really? His ass is going to come to Indy. He's going to come to work. And he's going to try to bring Indianapolis what they deserve, a Super Bowl title. And he will. Maybe this year. I think the Colts are ready to win now. I love how who's your GM again?
Ballard.
How he does business. I do. I can see you guys getting a Sammy Watson in June for a bag of peanuts, bro. Gonna be a lot of veterans cut this year, young veterans. Not old guys, because the salary cap came out tonight. It's only 180.
I thought it was 185.
Oh, 185. That's still way below what it should have been over 220 this year if it wasn't for COVID.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So a team like the Colts, the Dolphins, you could pick up young veterans.
For peanuts, bag of donuts.
Yeah. Hell,
well,
you got your quarterback for a bag of peanuts this afternoon.
Yeah, we needed that. Let's get to the Dolphins real quick. I hate to put the kibosh on everybody. I don't think they make a move.
I'll be happy with that. I keep my picks. They'll trade the third pick, probably to Carolina.
You don't think they'll get? You don't think they'll go get that Sewell?
I think I think they can go either Sewell or the kid from Northwestern. I don't see an offensive lineman taken until the Bengals have 5.
And they're saying they may get Sewell.
Yeah, it depends. But if the Dolphins stay at 3, they'll definitely take Sewell, in my opinion. I think the Jets at 2 are going to take Zach Wilson. They're going to trade, like I said, they're going to trade this guy to Frisco for the 12th pick.
For the 12, I don't think they get a 1 for him.
Oh, I think they do. Kyle Shanahan is crazy about him. And the Niners get him Garoppolo walk. It's only 2.4 off the cap. And then Washington and the Bears are in trouble because where the quarterback's at. Because I promise you this.
One of them pick up Gruffalo.
I think New England will pick him back up, and they'll be happy with that.
Ooh.
Belichick loved him. The owner didn't because Brady didn't.
Okay, then the Bears.
They're in trouble.
Washington.
They're in trouble.
What do they do?
They're in trouble.
Watson's still on the table, though.
Yeah, they are, but they don't have enough to get Watson.
Well, that's the thing. The Texans could overplay their hand, and they end up getting froze out.
I think it hurt them today that the Colts gave up peanuts to get Wentz. I think it hurt. I think it hurt the Texans. No, it really did.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. My good buddy Howie Roseman offered his hand like this, and he said, "Buddy, a shake on it, and thank you for the bag of peanuts." There you go. Flipping those peanuts. Wow. Philadelphia. I told Fireman this. He did not come into the room tonight. Fireman 2530 was a big Philly sports fan. I told him, and so is what's my man Philly? Don Philly. They were not here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I know why.
They're somewhere crying.
That city was irate. You know what? Fireman had to take a second think about that. He went along with it. He said he would have taken a 7th rounder back for Wentz. That's how much he didn't like Wentz. I understood what he meant.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you're the laughing stock of the entire world tonight. I mean, NFL Network couldn't contain the laugh.
Mace.
They were laughing on the air.
Let me ask you a question.
On the air. Yeah. Embarrassing.
What happens if Wentz is who we think he is? Well, Wentz is the old Wentz. What?
11-2 Wentz before he got hurt?
No. I'm talking about 3-win wins. 3-win wins with and 5 games with injuries. That wins.
Then the trade is a bust both ways. Because for a quarterback who went number 2 in the draft, I'm getting me a 1st round pick back. I don't give a damn, especially at 21. Like I said, I would have done a 1st this year and a 3rd next year. I would have done that if I was Howie Roseman. Yeah, you're getting a 1 back. But instead, you're getting a 3rd back? Come on, man. Even you should be laughing your ass off about that. God. And I'll tell you something else, and I'm being real here. The only saving grace Philadelphia has, they have their new quarterback there already, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they're going to give him a year or 2.
Yeah, that's the saving grace. But to only get back that, bro. Now, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan, bro. And I really believe this. If they are 6-10 next year, Howie Roseman's gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
He's gone.
But that highlights the issue because they were put in a corner. They were backed into a corner.
I don't think they was. No,
I think so.
I don't think they was.
God awful contract. He's not going to be playing. He wasn't going to be playing next year. What do you do? He's a pariah in the locker room. They had to move him. Now we go to Texans. Deshaun Watson's not picking up that playbook.
No,
he's not. He's film study. He's going to be mute.
Yeah.
So if you throw him out on the field, he's just going to go off of instinct because he's not reading nothing. So you have to get rid of Watson. Everybody knows it. So are you gonna ask for a king's ransom like Laro said, the 7 picks? No, you can't do that. And Philadelphia showed you why.
I just believe that Houston's in trouble even more now tonight because they're not going to get back what they wanted. Yeah, they have a serious problem. By the way, congratulations to the space program. If you did not hear, the probe landed in Mars. They picked up some specimens. And congratulations to NASA.
I listened to that. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I saw it. Everybody was crying, hugging each other, pumping their fists. What people don't realize is those are the most brilliant people on Earth, astronauts.
Exactly. You're exactly
They're
right.
the smartest mathematicians on the planet.
The engineers.
Yes, they're the smartest people on Earth. Congrats to them. I was a kid. I love the space program. I love when the space shuttle launches and when it comes back safely. I do.
Did you know this though? They had no way to actually simulate that on Earth. To actually run through it. They can only simulate it, computer simulation type stuff. They couldn't actually physically do a drop thrusters because they had to do the thrusters, and then they had to lower down the car size rover. They had to just let it down.
Yeah,
that's a lot of ingenuity to it.
I agree. Congratulations to NASA. Congratulations to Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to take you tonight to. I'll take you tonight to 10:30, and but T, I hope will stay with me for the last 45 minutes, if you don't mind. I am so impressed with your young GM, what he has done so far, and what can you say, folks? Honestly, what can you say? This is the fleecing of the century. It is. It's probably the greatest fleecing. And then let me say this, and you're going to love what I'm about to say. Let me add this to it. If they win the bowl, I'll guarantee you the next day, Howie Roseman's ran out of town. Colts win the bowl, they'll run his ass out of town.
Well, no, then they get a first-round draft pick.
I'll take the 32nd pick, really. What the hell good that's going to do for me?
It's the first pick of the second round. That's what it is.
You think the fans going to enjoy that in Philadelphia? Oh, we got the Colts pick. Yeah, yet the Colts are drinking champagne in the locker room. See if Indianapolis is dancing all year long. What the hell was you thinking, Philadelphia? What was you thinking?
They were backed into a corner.
Oh, my God. What was you thinking?
They had to do what they had to do. They'll give out free peanuts to a home game to the fans. That's what they'll do.
I'm gonna put this picture up again. Mr. Miami, keep laughing. You're gonna laugh even more. I'm about to say. That looks like a man right there that is so buzzed. Right there. Look at the smile on Frank Reich's face. That man looks buzzed. Yo, let me line up a spliff before I go to the podium. I'm so goddamn happy. Get me that Heineken with that. I can't believe we pulled this one.
Like I said before, the Eagles screwed Nick Caserio.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nick right now is going. What do I do?
Toronto.
Do I take the 18th pick? Do I take the 23rd pick? I don't know what to do. Wow, that's what Howie did today. Really, Howie? Yeah, that's what's happening in Houston right now. Seattle too. Don't play past Pete Carroll. This is the biggest joke I have ever seen in the NFL in the history of the sport.
Why do you think Pete Carroll's laughing?
He's not laughing. Pete Carroll's pissed. Because now whoever gets Russell Wilson, they can bargain that down. Everybody can bargain down if you want a quarterback. Except for Washington and Chicago. They're done. They're going to have to go. They're in the Matt Ryan sweepstakes.
So what do you think? Wilson for Watson straight up?
No, I don't see that.
No.
Those two teams want the Jets and the Dolphins pick. That's what they want.
Yeah. Like
That's
I
what
said before, Watson is going to Miami, and Wilson. Honestly, I don't think Wilson.
It will be a Wilson in New York. I'll say that right now. It would be a Wilson in New York. It would be
Either way.
Zach Wilson at 2, Russell Wilson at 3. Yes. Or even Watson in New York. I could see that too. Then Miami will just stay packed. They'll trade the third pick with Carolina. And then Carolina will take Zach Wilson. Dolphins want picks, bro. The Dolphins want picks, bro.
Oh, so you don't think they would rather get more picks instead of giving up the house for Watson?
I think if the Jets get Watson, Miami will back off everything. They'll still trade with Carolina, or they'll take Sewell at 3 and call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree with you. Tua has such a big chip on his shoulder that
I do believe that. Yes. He'll ball out wherever he goes.
Yeah, and honestly,
Manzano, think about this. Keep this in mind. What's up, beautiful lady? Did you catch Melody tonight? Let me give my baby girl a plug around the right time. I love her so much. She is so glamorous, very beautiful young lady. Her name is Melody. Her debut tonight. Guys, you ready for this? She had 500 subs in less than an hour. That's how glamorous she is. But you know who she is. But you know who she is. I'll check right now. I'll tell you, guys, how many subs she had tonight.
That's interesting.
Well, we know the politics, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we know the politics.
Shout out to Melody, though.
She's one of my favorite people. I love her so much.
From what I see, from what I understand, man, she's a sweetheart, though. But
she is.
Y'all dudes are funny, though.
No, I'm not one of the. I look at her as a baby sister, bro, not as a piece, bro. That's why she loves me so much. I love her, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Thug, are you a Philadelphia Eagles fan?
The Colts fan.
Oh, you're
I'm here in Indy, so I'm a Colts fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have nothing against Philadelphia. I'm in a Colts fan, Giants fan.
Are you for basketball? Are you a Pacers fan for basketball, or are you a Knicks fan?
Oh, Pacers for sure.
He's Indianapolis, bro.
Knicks was not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching basketball, but oh man, back in the day, the Pacers and the Knicks used to go at it. Oh man, I'm still kind of, I'm still kind of messed up over those battles.
And for baseball, since you guys don't really have a pro team there, are most of the people Chicago?
Yeah.
Are they mostly Chicago Cubs or White Sox fans? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely Cubs. Some White Sox, but mostly Cubs. And then the Reds too. The Reds used to be our farm team. Well, we used to be the farm team for Reds. So Reds. Now our farm team is for the Pirates, but definitely for Chicago. St. Louis too. St. Louis fans over here too. Also.
Do you have a big population of Detroit Tigers fans in Indy?
The Tigers? No.
They're more the Reds because their farm system was there for years.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you didn't say Cleveland, the Cleveland Indians.
Right. No.
Like
Yeah. No. Yeah. It will be Chicago. Chicago's gonna be number one. Cubs is gonna be number one for us. And then, like I said, the Reds. And then, like I said, St. Louis, the Cardinals. You'll see some Cardinal fans around here too. But yeah, not too much with Detroit and with Cleveland, the Indians.
Before the Colts were in Baltimore before Indianapolis had the Colts were most of the fans there St. Louis Rams fans? Fans
No.
of the Rams and stuff like that?
Nope. It'll be the Bears, and then it'll be Green Bay, actually. Green Bay. And I think it had a lot to do with what was televised. So we got a lot of from what I understand, we got a lot of Packers and Bear games that played around here. So
that was a great game this year, by the way. The Packer Colt game was an awesome game this year. I watched that entire game.
Yeah, that was an amazing game.
That was a great game. That was a great win for the Colts.
It sure was. Mm-hmm.
Do you think eventually the up north teams are going to have all outdoor stadiums to deal, so they don't have to deal with the weather? Like, do you think Green Bay would ever make Lambeau Field a dome or partial?
No, never. And don't be surprised if one of these years, the next 10 years, they'll put a Super Bowl in Green Bay.
Interesting.
That will be the love the league has for that building, bro. It's the NFL's Yankee Stadium.
So you don't even think you don't think the Meadowlands would become a?
They already had one already. Seahawks and Broncos.
Yep.
Those are the Meadowlands.
I'm talking about Meadowlands. I'm talking about the Meadowlands where the Jets and the Giants play.
They had a Super Bowl there.
They've had a Super Bowl.
I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. Do you think that stadium's ever going to have a reclining roof?
No, never.
You gotta understand, certain markets, certain markets, that's their pride and joy is the outdoor.
Facts.
It's a badge of honor to be outdoors, actually. But,
yes.
Here in Indianapolis, we like football, but we don't like football like that.
A buddy of mine,
they would not be showing up. Go ahead.
A buddy of mine, this will be up your alley, Petit, and I laughed at him at the time. They wouldn't be a Colts in Indianapolis if they didn't get Peyton Manning. Those Colt games on Sunday night, when there used to be the Broncos and the Colts when Manning was there were some great games, man.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Luck always outplayed them, bro. And I know how sweet it was for Jim Irsay and the Colt fans when they beat Peyton in 2014 in Denver. Playoff game.
Yeah. Yes, don't get me wrong, it was bittersweet because people around here they like 18, yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, it was bittersweet, but it was great to win against them. To be honest.
Are they gonna like 11 now? I know they're in love with 11 out there now after that fleecing today.
Hey, if he takes us to the Super Bowl, there'll be a huge embrace.
He wins the Super Bowl, forget it. It'll be Andrew who? Let me ask you something. I remember that Saturday night, and a guy texted me. He said Andrew Luck retired, and they booed him out the stadium. And I said, "You lying?" When I saw the press conference, I never laughed more harder in my life. I said, he's that dorky?
And I honestly don't blame. He was smart to retire so early. I understand why fans were mad that he retired, but he was worrying about his health. Because
let me replay that press conference.
Andrew Luck is really one of those cerebral type of individuals, right?
Snowboarding in the off season he was not supposed to do. Excuse me, his contract.
Right. So he liked playing football, but it was more or less like he was good at it, therefore he did it. Now, if he wasn't as good or successful with it, he would be just as happy doing something else.
Yeah.
And so with that, we knew that about him. So I was not shocked that he retired early. Like he didn't do, he didn't do the whole, 15-year thing, what quarterbacks usually do, Rodgers and, I'm not even talking about Brady, but Rodgers or even Peyton or something. But it was shocking.
Eli was like that. Eli stayed.
Yeah. But it was shocking. I was shocked that he, at that point, retired. I thought he would give it a season, and then at the end of the season, said, "Hey, that's it." But because he was talking about he was hurt the whole offseason. He was hurt. There was an ankle. There was a calf. There was a calf. There was an ankle. There was a shin. It was just really wishy-washy. We didn't really understand what's going on. He just didn't really want to play.
Yeah, and honestly,
go ahead.
And for me, honestly, when I look at Andrew Luck, his personality seems like a perfect fit for like a team like he's in North Carolina. He's a kid from Southern
He's from
California.
Houston. No, he's not. He's from Houston.
Yeah.
He's not from Southern California. He's a Houston kid. That's why I said, I think if I am the Texans and you trade Watson, I'll give the Colts a second-round pick for that man right there and bring him home. The Texans fans will be happy. He will resign with Houston too. This is the retirement speech.
But I am going to retire.
2 years
This is
ago.
not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life.
This was a comic. This was funny.
But it is the right decision for me.
Colts got the last laugh, by the way.
4 years or so, I've been in this cycle of injury, pain, rehab.
That's football.
And it's been unceasing and unrelenting, both in season, and off season. And I felt stuck in it. And the only way I see out is to no longer play football. It's taken my joy of this game away. And this,
To be honest, that's almost part of the joy.
sorry.
Like, oh, I'm hurt. Then I get better. I feel amazing. I play again. Oh, I feel hurt. It's kind of like
you
that's
guys
Stuck in
don't
this
think,
process. I haven't been able to live the life I want to live.
The
Taking
part
joy
about
out of this
Jacoby
game.
Brissett
And
was
after
the best.
2016, where I played in pain and was unable to regularly practice, I made a vow to myself that I would not go down that path again. I find myself in a similar situation, and the only way forward for me is to remove myself from football in this cycle that I've been in.
Manzano, this is the guy you want in Miami?
The proverbial fork in the road.
No, I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
And
There you go.
I made a vow to myself that if I ever did again, I would.
I'm going to cut it in a minute. I want to hear the
choose
part
innocence.
about Jacoby Brissett.
It's very difficult. I love this team. I love my
Really?
teammates,
Really?
the folks in our building,
Really?
the fans, the game of
Really?
football. And as part of this team,
You sure
as a
about that?
member of this team, and because of how I feel, I know that I am unable to pour my heart and soul into this position,
Of course not.
which would not only sell myself short, but the team in the end as well.
Of course. They booed you out of the stadium
It's
that
sad,
night.
but I also have a lot of clarity in this. It's been a difficult process, but my wife, my family, my friends, Mr. Ballard, Mr. Ursay, the Ursay family, and Frank Reich have been incredibly helpful, supportive, and I'm so grateful for them.
Super Bowl team right now as we speak without you.
As I told the guys earlier in the locker room, it's been the honor of a lifetime to represent the Horseshoe and the city of Indianapolis, both on and off the field. To Mr. Ursay and your family, thank you so much. I am so grateful to have
would
been
have won the
drafted
Super
here.
Bowl that year. We would have won the freaking
Support
Super
is
Bowl.
incredibly appreciated. I cannot fathom another owner who loves their team as much as you do. And we feel that as players. We appreciate that as players. It permeates through the building. And from the moment, and we talked about this earlier, but from the moment I arrived in Indianapolis, I felt like I could be myself, and I felt like I did not have to fill Peyton, one of the great, of all times. I felt like I did not have to fill his shoes. I could be
Mr.
me.
Miami's
And for that-
cracking up.
And I know that starts with the person up top. And for that, I'm very, very, very much appreciated. So many people to thank. So many people to thank. It's, I think, maybe fitting
Jesus.
coordinator for the opposing team tonight because he had so many positive points and moments and such an impact on my life and BA as well.
That's
who's obviously
Bruce
not here
Arians.
tonight, but with Tampa.
That's Bruce Arians.
All my former coaches, but it did feel a little bit full circle walking out there tonight and being able to give Chuck Pagano a hug, who provided so many great memories for me and Colts fans everywhere. Former teammates.
Here we go.
There's a lot of guys
Here we go.
I think that I've played with that I'll get around to personally when the time is right. But I'd like to start with a couple guys that stand out. Robert Mathis.
Jackie Jack. Don't forget that.
Quickly became and will always be my football hero. I love playing with him. I loved watching him play. He was as good a teammate as I've ever had.
Adam
Reggie
Vinatieri
Wayne, what
story.
a thrill it was to throw to him. What a thrill it was to throw to you. I thank you for the incredibly positive impact you had on a young player in this league. So many wonderful guys like Joe Reitz, Jack Muhork, so many great linemen that I had a chance to play with. And I was a part of some amazing quarterback rooms that helped me grow and become a man in this game.
Great quarterback rooms.
For a while with Drew Stanton and Chandler Harnish, Shoddy, and Scotty Tolzien, especially Matt Hasselbeck. I know
he was great for the Colts. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he was. I learned so much from all of y'all, and so many of y'all are lifelong friends. They are lifelong friends, and again, I'm much appreciated for that.
Here it comes.
So I'm gonna take a moment. I think it's, I guess, fitting that I'm in my retirement press conference in an athletic shirt. I know I look pretty ratty up here after games, so sorry, Mom, I can't have a better appearance right now.
Oh, Jesus.
There are so many people in the Colts organization that make it run that folks maybe don't know about, but they do an incredible job. Doug, Troy, and the crew, Pete Ward, everybody in the cafeteria, Tex and the security staff, did an amazing job for me. Everyone in the scouting department on the personnel side, or Todd Visvari and Matt Turpening picked me and a bunch of other Stanford guys up my rookie year from Indianapolis Airport and took me to Jason's Deli in Carmel for my first meal in Indianapolis as a Colt.
How is Jason's Deli?
It was awesome. The training staff and the medical
Who's Deli? I don't
attention
even know that
received
deli.
here has been
Jason's
incredible.
Deli?
Yeah, in Carmel.
Phone doctor, ED,
No, I don't know nothing about no Jason
Carrie,
Deli.
Kyle, Marcus, Kev, Wally, all the doctors.
I'm gonna end the
Piro
film.
Deli, yes. The Piro's was
And
cool.
Care has been top notch,
After I hear about Jacoby
Brissett,
Brissett, then I'll stop it. That's the best
or
part
the
of this press
trainer.
conference.
David Thornton, a simple thank you for your compassion.
Jackie Jack.
Matt Conti and the PR team. Matt, you have a thankless job wherever you are, and you do a great job at it.
What a fucking dork.
So thankful for you. Our strength staff, Rusty, Rich, Zane, and Podell. I do feel like I'm missing folks in the building, but so many of you have helped me in so many ways, and I'll have a chance to come say thank you. And you know who you are. And then some folks out of the building, Tom, Willem, Yost, and
When
Ken.
I saw this press
Thank you
conference the
so
first
much.
time, I was saying he can't be serious.
My wife and I are so proud when people ask us where we're from, we say Indianapolis.
Really?
It's our home. The
Really?
support we felt here from lifelong friends,
Really?
from the people
You
that
serious?
we love, the 500. This has been an incredible place to make a home and to grow. And many of my most fulfilling moments here off the field involve children. Riley
Mr.
camps
Miami's
around the
crying
state,
in the chat
getting a
room.
chance to be with kids and have fun, going to the hospital, and having a chance to talk with parents and children.
Don't worry, he's getting to
reading
the tour
kids
I
at
want to hear.
schools, hanging out, Children's Museum, the
I'll
wonderful
stop
things
it
they
with
do there.
Brissett
So a big
after
thank
he
you
says
to the
about
city. It's
Brissett.
always will hold a special place in my heart.
And there's a reason why I'm going to bring that up.
And I guess I'll transition to this current team and why it makes it so difficult, I guess, for me to stand up here and say I'm retired. It's a great group of men. It's a great group of guys. A group that makes coming to work every day feel very, very special. And I feel incredibly
Sure
lucky
don't
for
act
that.
like it.
And fans and people need to know about the men in that locker room. They're great. They're honest. They're real.
Are you?
There's no bigger fan of them than me.
Really?
Chris
You're
Ballard,
abandoning
thank
them?
you. You know I have so much respect and admiration for
You
you.
sure you're running out of town on him?
Had a lot of tough conversations. I've learned so much from him. The honesty. It's incredible. Frank, you're so thoughtful, driven.
Trust me,
kind.
Frank
Again,
is
I've learned so
happier
much.
tonight. I'll show the picture again
So-
after this.
there are times last year I'd have to pinch myself and say, "Is this for real?"
It's for real. What happened this morning? It's real. They fleeced the Eagles. Yeah, it's real. It's real.
Nick Sirianni and Marcus Brady.
Nick Sirianni, who's the new Eagles coach with no personality whatsoever.
Good people.
Yeah, really.
All the rest of the staff. They made coming into work a joy and something that I certainly.
Are you serious?
Will miss and I don't,
You sure they acting like it? You're acting like you can't run faster enough from them. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your lies.
In a lot of ways.
Keep lying.
And they'll never know how important that was to me.
You sure? Really? They're important to you? That's why you ran out of the franchise?
And my teammates, I feel so conflicted because of my love for these men. But it is clear to me that's what's best for this team is me. Does not involve me. And I'd like to say a quick note about a few of them.
Here it comes, Fuzz, and I'll stop it.
Towards the end here. But when I was a 7-year-old, my
Here's
father
the
drove me
Vinatieri
up
story.
to Amsterdam, and I watched Adam Vinatieri kick for the Amsterdam Admirals in NFL Europe. Then when I was in 7th grade, my father took me to the Super Bowl in Houston, and I watched Adam Vinatieri kick a game winner against the Carolina Panthers. And then, of course, my first win as a Colt involves Adam Vinatieri
Opening day,
kicking a game winner against
2012.
the Minnesota Vikings. And I told him all this earlier today. I stand in awe of Adam Vinatieri.
That's not saying much when you stand in awe of a kicker.
Teammate, and
keep that.
He's one of those guys. I'll tell my grandkids I got to play with him.
A kicker, really?
Oh, the guys on the O line: Braden Glow, Ryan Q.
I know he was.
Hagrid, LaRaven, Bamer, Josh, and of course Anthony. They've been a pleasure to play around, and there's so many more that I've played with in the past.
So much pleasure that you ran out on.
They were a big part of last year being
Whatever
very
you
special
say,
for
Andy.
me. Obviously, the success of the team, and I'm so grateful and appreciative to have had a guy like Anthony Costanzo be in the building from the day I walked in.
Okay.
Jacoby Brissett.
Here it is.
Is an awesome dude. Bright
Here you
future. He's diligent, sharp, loves football.
He's telling the story.
I hope I can continue to support him in different ways. I am so grateful for our friendship. On a personal, well, getting a little more personal, but coming back into the building early last year, I was very jealous and resentful of this fun, happy dude that was in my spot as a quarterback on this team.
Of course the niggas love him. That's the point I make next.
At that time either. But I could not have been more wrong. And he helped me grow in so many ways. He's a lifelong friend. He means so much to me. He's a big part of, me having one of the more rewarding years of my football life last year. I cannot wait to support him and see him lead this team. I am excited for the future of the Colts in large part because of Jacoby. And also all the other men
because of a quarterback named Carson Wentz.
There's so many guys on offense and defense that have had a
pleasure
they
to play with.
Clayton
Today,
Gathers is
with you in mind,
run around
sticking it to you.
All the running backs and Raffy.
They're going to get chips. You won't.
Eric Ebron was fun to play with. I'm so excited for his future. He's a great friend. Mo, Jack Doyle,
Jackie Jack,
and I have been through a lot together. I'm going to miss him a lot.
Look at that Kool-Aid smile on his face.
But we're friends forever.
Enough.
And the rest of the guys, I have so.
That was so ridiculous. He's such a dork.
Fucking Mr. Miami's crying in the chat room.
Honestly, I think he would be perfect for. If Dak leaves, I think Andrew Luck would be a perfect fit for the Cowboys. Don't you agree?
I would agree with that. Look at the laughter. I agree.
Honestly, he's such an awkward interviewer, to be honest. The guy's such a... I agree with you. He's such a dork. There's certain quarterbacks that I don't think he has a personality. Peyton had one, but this guy seems like he's really bland and stuff like that.
Yes. That's the point I was making. I was going to make right now for Petit Fug. It's mighty funny how Jacoby Brissett won the trust, the confidence, of the brothers in the room. Because of his injuries, and then he was finally healthy again, and then he quits on them. He lost the brothers in the room. You agree with that, Petit? You're there every day. You agree with that?
No.
Why not?
They have so much respect for Andrew Luck. You gotta understand. He had a lacerated. Was it a lacerated liver?
Kidney.
He put his. I mean, he did so much for the team. When he was out there, he put it out there on the line. You can't ask for anything.
Okay.
Like I said before we did this, we knew he was a different type of cat. You know, some people are just different. You know, he's like I said. I mean, he liked playing football, but he didn't. It wasn't like coursing through it. He didn't eat, sleep, breathe football. You know, he had other interests. He's another guy, and you gotta understand these newer cats, these newer dudes. They like it. You can see that in basketball too. They like basketball. Hey, they like football, but you know what? They don't like love it. And so
they love the money that they get from it.
They like what they get from it. But there's life is there's. I don't. Okay, my thing about Andrew Luck. Any man or any guy, anybody that feel like they want to be done and want to do something different, I'm all for it. Fine, I'm okay with it. It was bad timing. I wish he would have told us beforehand. But you know what? If his heart wasn't in it, his heart wasn't in it. He can move on. I watched the pregame. I was watching the pregame, and my brother was the one that texted me because what's your boy Adam Schefter? I think it was the one that released it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I was wishing it wasn't right, but you know what? I didn't doubt that it was right. But I would not, if I was in the crowd, I would not have booed. I think that was the wrong thing. He's done so much for the team, for this you know, for the city. He's not an a-hole kid. He just didn't want to play no more. Okay.
Honestly, and I think it was an emotion. The fans that were booing, it was a super emotional reaction to him announcing his retirement after the game. Do you think that's what it was? Not thinking it through before they actually found out why he retired? That these fans reacted.
I think he loved the game of football. Manzana, I think Luck loved the game of football. What Luck didn't like was being sacked all those times. And I'm going to say it again. This time around, Carson Wentz going there, he will be protected every game. You don't have to worry about getting hit.
And honestly, that's a reason I'm saying honestly, for me, it's not Houston. I think he would go to Dallas to play in Dallas because he would be. They've been having trouble replacing Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman.
The one thing, really, Troy Aikman won 3 championships. You kidding me?
No,
I think they did okay.
Since Troy Aikman retired, because I honestly.
Romo gave them 11 good years.
But he didn't win any playoff games.
He won 2 playoff games, but Romo gave them 11 good years. He gave them stability.
Is he? What was it?
But T, how much time you got? How much time you got?
I'll probably cut out on the next 10 minutes or so.
All right, that's why I was going to shut down the show. If you said you would have stayed a little longer, I would have kept it to 11. But I'm getting out here at 10:40. I'll shut it down.
Okay.
Let me get back. Go ahead.
But T, I have a question. Are all the stadiums in Indianapolis in downtown, or are they in the outskirts, like outskirts of the city?
Downtown. We're downtown city. Everything's downtown. Walkable. People walk everywhere.
Town. Yeah, it's a small town. That's why the Super Bowl, when it was there, Giants, Patriots, Everybody raved about downtown Indianapolis. They're going to have all the NCAA tournament this year in college basketball. Games will be played both in Lucas Oil Field and I still call it Conseco Fieldhouse. To me, that is the best arena in the NBA.
Yep, it is. I
It
agree.
is the best fans and one of the best fan bases in basketball because their tradition go back to the Hoosiers. It goes back to what was that movie where Butler plays? No. That was Hoosiers.
Hinkle Fieldhouse?
Yeah, where Butler plays. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hinkle. Yeah, that's Hinkle.
Yeah, Butler. That is basketball country in Indianapolis, bro. And I think
y'all know about Christmas Addicts.
Yeah, I love you, Nisa. Thank you, baby. You sleep well. I'll be back tomorrow, 7:15 or between 6:15, 5:45 and 6:15 your time tomorrow out in Minneapolis. Good night, baby. Good night, baby girl. Everything in Indianapolis is walking distance, man.
Oh, so even the minor league stadium is downtown Indianapolis too.
Which state? What's that?
The minor league team where there used to be the Reds affiliate.
Oh yeah, yes, yep. Victory.
Indianapolis 500. Indianapolis 500.
No. No, that's out west. That's further west. That's on the west side. That's
the outskirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about. You take 16th Street all the way down. It'll probably take you about 10 minutes, 15 minutes west. But people, I'll tell you what though, people will park near downtown and walk or catch a ride down to over or across to Speedway. So
everybody.
Isn't there a train? I thought there's a train in Indianapolis because a friend of mine went to the Indianapolis 500 one year and he said there was a train that you can take to get to the track or something like that. Is that true or?
No, we don't have a train.
There's no subway system in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Portland has it. Portland, Oregon has one. It's terrific. It's outdoors. It's not indoors. It's outdoors. I used to live out in Salem. Oh, yeah. Portland, yo. Manzano left, so he's gone for the night. Portland.
Peace out, Manzano.
Yeah, peace out, Manzano. I'll see you tomorrow night. But yeah, Portland's nice, bro. I used to live out in Oregon. It's beautiful, man. Portland is a great place, man. Great place.
Dude, I've only driven through Portland. After my senior year, after I graduated from Indiana University, I helped my brother move from Seattle, Washington, to Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And so we drove through, Portland, went all the way to California. Then we went across
Arizona. And New Mexico.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did that ride.
That must have been a 4-day ride, man.
No, we left Friday night.
Yeah.
We left Friday about 7 o'clock, Seattle. We got to LA the next day at around it was around 1-ish.
Yeah.
We took the 5 down. We got to LA that Saturday about 1-ish. We stayed in Phoenix overnight. We got to Phoenix about 10.
Makes sense.
We woke up around 10, 11 o'clock on Sunday. Yep. And we was in Houston by I was driving at that point. We hit Houston around 5:30. 5:30. No, 1 minute. No, that's the outskirts of Houston. So Houston, the 610 loop, we hit that about 6:30 Monday morning.
Nice.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So almost 4 days.
Nice.
3 days, really. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I said. Well, it took you 4 days to get there? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes, but again, what a job by the young Ballard of Indianapolis fleecing the Eagles. I would not be surprised. They're already talking about this. I would not be surprised if Wentz is the MVP of the league this year. What's up, Fred Ward? What's up, bro? Yeah, Fred Ward didn't say nothing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is now. Yeah, you guys, he's fixing his mic. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he's the MVP of the league.
Let me see if let me see what happens in the preseason first.
You know, usually when a player goes back to the guy who had him, they do play very well. Rivers, to me, played well for them.
Yeah, he did. He played he played a little bit better than I thought he would play. But I expected him to still be good and be solid, and he was.
God damn, do you guys move that ball in Buffalo up there in the playoff game? Moved it, bro. Like
we was one touchdown away. That touchdown that he was through I guess it was like almost a corner route.
Yeah, Fred Ward, what's up, buddy? Yeah.
Off the tip of his fingers.
I remember. I saw that whole game. I picked the Colts to win that game.
Oh,
I'll tell you, I've been on this Colt team for a while, man. Yeah, I've been on the Colts for a long, long time, bro. Fred Ward, what's up, bro? Good evening. Still don't hear Fred Ward.
Man, third Mike is tricking out on him.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been on the Colts since, believe it or not, this is going to shock you. I've been on the Colts since the Eric Dickerson trade.
Wow. That was a minute. Wow.
And when I find this, I got a surprise for you. I'm going to tell you what it is right now. I'm going to look for it, but a friend of mine used to work for a sports channel here in New York. And he wanted me to interview the players at the draft. I interviewed Peyton Manning. This was awesome. And then one of the nicest athletes I've ever came across. Ever. And then I did like a 20-minute or more sit down with Jim Irsay, which was fascinating. And wow. Jim had a cocktail, and I praised him for the Michael Young trade back in '87, which was the Dickerson trade. He didn't even know I knew that, and he just gave me his time, bro, at the bar. Sat down. Yeah. I'll find that and I'll post it for you. You're gonna love that, man. Remember, I was 300 pounds back then, so you wouldn't recognize the guy we see in this video right now. But yeah. That was fun.
Wow. Yeah. No. Irsay, you know, he likes he liked to drink a little bit. I mean, but he wasn't like his father.
Great guy though.
His father. I mean, it's a great thing because his father. You know, alcohol is substance abuse is crazy, but you know, his father between him, his father, and then he transitioned to him. Man, he seemed like, from what I understand, he seemed like a really, really nice, likable guy.
What a great guy, Jimmy Irsay.
He has his issues too, and demons, and you know, with the back pain that he has, and what causes with that and stuff. But as a person, he's from what I understand, he's a really cool, likable guy.
Peyton was tremendous with me, bro. Mm-hmm. And it was cool. The NFL. They knew that I used to always go to the drafts when I was here in New York. They said, yo, how much time do you want one of them? I said, I just want to ask them a question, 2 or 3.
Radio City Music Hall. I think
No, it wasn't Radio City.
What was it?
The Marriott Marquis Hotel, and then they went to the Paramount. When Peyton was drafted, it was at the Paramount. That was inside Madison Square Garden, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought it was radio.
And it was fascinating, bro, to talk to Peyton. Peyton was cool too. He didn't have a bad bone. Ryan Leaf was a complete asshole. But Peyton was tremendous, bro.
And I'll admit, we about to get off the air, I know, but let me admit
take your time, bro.
Let me admit this one mistake I've ever had in my life, and I still beat myself up over it.
Yeah.
97.
Mm-hmm.
97, 98 draft. That's when the 98 draft was the year that Peyton and Ryan Leaf was up, and we had the number 1 pick. Guess who I thought we should pick?
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf, because I'm like, Ryan Leaf, he has a rocket arm. That arm was just that talent of an arm. I was like, they're both good. And, he was me being from Indianapolis, and I started out in Tennessee State in Nashville, predominantly black college, and so we saw a lot of Peyton Manning games in Tennessee, University of Devos, and I was just like, he's good, but that arm is he's gonna struggle. He's gonna have issues. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I didn't know about Leaf's background. Did anybody know about Leaf's background as an a-hole jerk?
No.
So I didn't know. But oh my gosh, that was the wrongest. That was the worst call I've ever made. I'm glad the Colts knew more than I did. I'll put it that way.
Bill Polian, one of the best. He's from my old neighborhood.
Oh yeah?
Here in the Bronx, yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't know he was from the Bronx. Okay,
that's where I'm at right now. Bill Polian, I love Bill Polian. I have so much respect for him. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I remember the Pacers playoff series with the Heat. What was that? 2013 with Paul George.
Yes. We had George.
I didn't know they had so many good-looking sisters in Indianapolis. I know a lot of them swirl, but I didn't know they had so many good-looking women in Indianapolis.
A lot of that was the Miami effect. Some of those were called in. Some that was flued out. You can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. We do have some. When you go to a Pacers game, you're gonna see them. You're gonna see the wives. You know which side is where the wives are. You know which side where the girlfriends are. The side chick. Yeah. You know. So especially when you're like, wait a minute, I don't see you. I'm like, okay, I've seen you before, but I ain't never seen you before. That sort of thing. So
yeah,
you know who's who. But also, like I said, Indianapolis is one of those spots where when teams are coming to town, it's easy and it kind of really relatively cheap to fly your side chick over here too.
Do the players pick up a lot of them from the Chicago area since it's so close?
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah. Or right now you can even better because you find somebody on Instagram. Oh, come through. I'll be in Indy. You in Columbus? Oh, you in Cincinnati? Oh, come on up. Or
I'm not gonna kid you, bro. And this is like regular. Tonight, when I was in Melody's room, there was to be a chick I used to kick it to Kevin Samuels. She told me tonight, go to her Instagram, hit her up, and we'll talk, if you know what I mean. I've been getting. I'm serious. I've been getting a lot of women lately coming in this room, hitting me up, watching this, bro. I'm taken aback by it. I'm flattered. But if you don't know me by now, I'm not a woman's guy. I'm not gay. I'm just a guy who stays to himself. But I mean, I saw that during the playoffs. That you had some brothers going to the games against Miami with some fine ass women with them. I know it's the Miami effect.
Yeah, it's kind of Miami effect though. But I mean, we got something around here though. But like I said,
I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and then I'm gonna close it for the night. Back in 1993. Before the season started, I predicted on a local radio station here that the Pacers, because of Larry Brown, I said the Pacers will win the Eastern Conference. And they laughed at me here. What did you think in Game 7 against the Knicks here in Madison Square Garden when Mike Mathis called that bogus call on Hayward Workman and cost the Pacers the series?
Bogus. The 3-point. The 4-point play?
No, it was an and-one.
It's the and-one, yeah.
Yeah, the and-one. The year the 4-point was Larry Johnson. That was in '99. We know that was BS, but Mike Mathis cost the Pacers, in my opinion, world championship with that bad call. What do you think about that?
It going into New York.
Yes.
We knew with us being the Pacers, and okay, I'll tell you what it stems from. It stems from we feel like we came from the ABA, right? We're ABA team.
Slick Leonard, God bless his soul.
He's still around. He's still out here.
Okay, you know who I knew personally, bro? He was a young radio host up here back in 1987, and his first big break was 1988. He got the Pacers job. Mark Boyle.
Boyley, huh?
Mark Boyle. Yep, a young guy named Mark Boyle. Me and him had a nice relationship. We were both young then, young men in our 20s. And when he got the job, I congratulated him, and he thanked me so much.
Wow.
For my support. And every time I used to listen to the Pacers, here in New York, we appreciated Mark Boyle because we remember him as a young kid out of college, got a job here in New York City of all places. And he got the Pacers job. And we were so proud of him. Yeah.
I miss Boyle. I ran into Boyle. I ran into him at at a bar after games, whatever.
Yeah, he was a redhead.
He'll be able to get a drink or so, drink around or whatever.
Yeah. I love boom, baby.
Yeah.
Slick Leonard. Yep. Bobby Slick Leonard was one of the best coaches ever, but no one knew because he won the only team in the history of the ABA to win 3 in a row. And I saw that team as a 7-year-old little boy. I saw that Pacer dynasty with Roger Brown at the
He's
great.
From New York, right?
Huh?
Ain't Roger Brown from New York?
I think so. Darnell Hillman,
yeah.
Freddie Lewis, and of course the great George McGinnis.
George McGinnis, the Big Mac. Yep.
That was probably the best dynasty. They were the Oakland A's of the ABA. They were that good. I'm telling you, I used to watch the ABA. I love the ABA. And to watch that Pacer team every week in our local affiliate up here, they should show the Pacers and the Colonels every week up here.
The Colonels, yeah.
I love the ABA.
My dad and my uncles, they talk about those old teams all the time. That was
a nasty rivalry with Gilmore, Louis Dampier,
Dampier, yep.
Dennis.
And I think Dampier's from he's from here too. Dampier, I think he's from Southport, which is this south side of Indianapolis, basically.
You didn't think I knew about those days,
Kentucky, I think.
You didn't think I knew about those days, huh?
No, I don't. No, not you out there in the Bronx. No, I didn't know about that.
Man, there's a reason why I do this. I do it for fun, but there's a reason why I do this. That brings back great memories of my childhood.
Yeah.
Pacers, Dolphins, Knicks, Philadelphia Flyers. They were the best teams in sports, and the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
Pacers were a tremendous franchise.
But so to end up real quick though, we always had that chip on our shoulders that, hey, just because we were so good in the ABA and the NBA doesn't want the ABA, too many ABA teams to dominate. So if there's any opportunity to stick it to an ABA team, which is us, they
stuck it to the Colonels. That's what they stuck it to. Kentucky should have been NBA.
They should have been in. Yeah, they should have been in.
Yeah. Well, at that point, my good friend, you know how I feel about you. I love you. I appreciate you. One of my favorite people in the YouTube streets.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Honored to have you come back anytime. We can talk Indianapolis sports. Well, you might as well start coming back because the Colts are going to be the team I'll be talking about all year long. So, unless
that's the case, I'll be up here for that.
I'll be up here for it. Yeah, I wish the Pacers were good again. I wish they was. I love the Pacers. Whenever they're good in the East, I get into it. I really do. I'm not a Heat fan. I'm a Pacers guy.
We gotta be willing to spend money though. That's what's holding us back.
I
That's
totally
why
agree
your boy left. That's why Oladipo left.
Yeah.
If we're not willing to spend money, he's like, okay, well, I'm here then. Same thing with Paul George. That's the reason why he left.
Yeah.
They weren't willing.
And I'm very happy for Frank Vogel. You know, Frank Vogel was a high school legend coach here in the Bronx, not about a block away from me, the high school, St. Raymond's.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I love Frank Vogel. I was happy for him that he went to the Lakers. I'm a big Frank Vogel guy, believe it or not. And like I said, when the Pacers are good, I'm into it. Seriously. When they're good, and I feel they can win the Eastern Conference, I'm all in with the Pacers, man.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate our friendship. You might as well start getting the seat up here, bro, because come the draft. Oh, you guys, you know what? Do me a favor. Come up here draft night, bro. When
I'll
you guys
pull up.
pick. I
I'll
appreciate
definitely
you
pull
so much, my friend. Everybody in the sky, hit that like and subscribe button. That's all you have to do. I'll be back here 6:45 Eastern, 5:45 in the Midwest part of the United States tomorrow night, or 6:15, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 in the Midwest. I'll be back tomorrow night. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Petit Fug, for being here. Peace out, my brother. For Mr. Miami, for Nicer, for let me see who's else up here tonight. Boy, Mr. Miami's everywhere. Excellent job by the underrated one. He is awesome being my co-host. Nicer, of course. I wish Simone Love would have been here tonight. Ty Church, who broke the trade this morning. Props to him. Comandante Lou, who's going to get his wish within the next, say, 10 days. He's really going to get his wish. Studio will be built. Green wall will be here and here and here. And you'll get games. Haifa was here. Pete was here. Fred Ward tried to talk tonight. And a whole host of others. I love you so much, everybody. No partying, no clubbing, no drinking, no smoking, no recreational drugs. Nothing happens good at this time. And a very cold, snowy Thursday night here in the Northeast, here in the Bronx, New York, which I will call the Oasis. No sex, no women. Good night from the Oasis, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Love you. Be good in the Northeast. Stay safe. Stay out of the snow. Love you, everybody. Thank you. Sisters and brothers, your support of our platform is highly appreciated in here. I love my blackness. I love being black. I only date black. I only love black. And I love you all. Thank you so much for being so good to me. Brother Mace, have a blessed night. Good evening. No clubbing, no party, no New York cheese pizza. Fins up. Be safe. Be careful. Later. Peace, brothers, in the chat. No clubbing, no party. No women, no sex, no liquor. Everything closed at 2 a.m. You damn right. Love you, buddy. Good night, everybody. I love you. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out. I love you, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow night from the Oasis. Good night from the Oasis.